Welcome back to the Lifespring Age, episode 19, Painful Questions. Picking up mid-fight as a fireball rocks the party, the chloride path seemingly have Ned on the ropes. Will the party survive? And if they do, what is going on, and who cast that fireball? Last week, we left Azalea looking after the lovely Luca Dasami to make sure he didn't choke on his tongue whilst he was drugged out of his fucking eyeballs.
And high.
And the rest of you went off and found Cal and Timothy from the Silverhook to find out what that stone thing was. It was part of a necromantic ritual. It in of itself was depowered, not a threat, but it's kind of like like something you would have no reason to have as a law-abiding citizen. And you elected as a group to take it to the Midnight Hunt, where you did, and it was destroyed. But the Swan had asked whether there was any way she could convince you to go ahead with the mission. It was a rousing no. She understood. Wolf got some quite upsetting bad news. Lou was unsurprisingly unsympathetic. And then you went off to find the only connection you could to the chloride path, which was the erstwhile Ned, the dragonborn fella you found in the house who betrayed you. There was only one lead you could follow, which was the druid Sissy, who had mentioned in conversation she had an ex called Ned, and it turned out to be the same one, which is a wild coincidence. It's almost as if. And then you went to his father's house to find out where it was, and lo and behold, Ned was there in a towel. Laffy grabbed him and dragged him across the street whilst...
He got dressed first.
He's no longer wearing just a towel, he's in his normal gear. And you dragged him across the street to Wolf and Rusty, who were having a hot chocolate and a vanilla slice. As you did so, it looked like his house had been scoped out by some more Dragonborn. More of these kind of cold Dragonborn who have like monk abilities, and then some in full plate armor who look very similar to paladins. A fight broke out, and things seemed to be going, I will say, not great for you guys. Things went very badly for you guys, and then got worse when it became apparent that further down the street, a fight had broken out with some other parties, one of whom tried to sprint past your party as you were fighting, and their pursuer, or the person they were fighting against, dropped a fireball in the middle of the street, killing a load of civilians, injuring some of you guys, especially Rusty. Rusty was very badly hurt, and that's kind of where we left it. So obviously we have Azalea back now, which is great. And so what happens from Azalea's point of view, like, you keep an eye on Dasami, you think after a while that he's not going to die, and you're like, okay, I can leave him here. And you remember hearing what the group were going to be doing. You find the Silver Hook, and they say, oh, they went to see this person here. You go to see Sissy, and she re-gives you the address. And you trot along, and you see, as you turn a corner, as you approach this corner, there's screaming, and as you turn the corner, so on the map, let's say you're kind of here-ish, you see this huge explosion, this fireball, this guy in this long duster coat and this like fedora style hat has cast fireball, annihilated a load of civilians, killed this goblin guy, and most of the party and the three Dragonborn that they seem to be fighting were caught right in the middle of this blast. The blast clears, everyone was knocked off their feet. The party all seem to be bringing themselves back up from back up to their feet as the fight looks like it's going to resume, and they seem to be protecting this Ned, this white Dragonborn who the paladins, these red Dragonborn in this full plate armor seem to be attacking. And with that in mind, if you'd like to drop yourself on the map, say around here, and everyone can re-roll her initiative.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
I will not forget Rusty.
Yes.
Rusty first, so I do not
I'll
forget
see a sorting button on the third order.
Sorry?
Do you also see like
new.
a button? Is that new? There's a button. or to order stuff on the turn order.
Oh, I see that all the time anyway. I've got
Oh yeah, James, look at this. You ready?
What? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think it might be. I don't know if it might be a paid thing though.
Where did you see that?
It's in the measurement tool.
Snap. Oh no, I've still got. I haven't got that yet.
No.
I refuse to pay for Roll20.
Yeah,
I pay for so many other things I just cannot be asked.
yeah,
That's really good.
Well,
yeah, that's
if
cool.
we
Codes
ever need,
especially.
if
Yeah,
we ever
I
need
can do it. Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah,
if you ever
can
need
stay now. That was it.
congrats,
That's what you bring now.
That's okay. Thanks, James. Thanks, James.
Right. Okay. Let me just roll.
Okay,
for
we
these
all
Dragon
rolled
Balls.
decent. Oh, except Azalea. We all
Where
rolled
the
decently.
fuck are they? I can't even see them. Oh,
Yeah,
there's one.
that one.
1, 2.
Do I don't know why I'm reminding you of this because I feel like it's going to come back to bite me in the
You
ass,
need
but
to
you need me to
roll.
roll concentration.
What's the DC?
You do. Oh,
10.
these
Oh,
guys
you
are
have
rolling
better
dog shit.
stuff.
These guys
10.
maybe. Okay, these guys have rolled a 5 and a 4 so far. Last one. Here we go.
So, okay, that's good. That's
And a
good.
7. Okay, this is. Am I?
Hey, James, they're all in a row.
Yeah. Oh,
and
wow!
Rusty.
So from
Oh my
Ned,
God.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns in a row, guys. Yes.
That's
This
the DM
is what I
way.
love. This is absolutely hellish. Okay.
I'm stupid and I've forgotten what am I rolling?
Constitution saving throw, please. You have to roll a 11 or higher.
10. It was. She said it was 10.
10.
Oh.
You can get yourself a
But
bandage.
remember, so
Give
with a
yourself
5,
advantage.
you
Start
either
with
lose a
advantage.
spell or you can use your advantage or a hero point.
Oh.
Oh my
So
god!
You're going to use this hero point or you're going to lose a spell.
I mean, Wolf and Rusty are both looking awful, so I'm gonna have to use a hero point.
Yeah,
Because
fair enough.
all we need, Bun, is more animated dancing videos and you're set. Set for life.
yeah. Do I get one for the other one that I did?
No, because I had to ask you for it. They have to be spontaneous and brilliant and hilarious. No, but you've still got
And you have
these.
to have 10 years of experience
Yeah.
at 18.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Don't worry about it. They are there. Remember, they are there to be used. They do not benefit anyone by just sitting unused.
Bad time, but I have to go for a second.
Okay. Well, it hopefully be back by the time.
You underestimate how my brain works and how I'm like,
No,
I
I'm-
will save that for later.
Yeah, no, I'm
you
the
don't
same. I play a lot of survival horror games.
Yeah,
It's like a healing potion in RPGs where you think, oh, I'm low now, but I might need it later. And you
Exactly.
never use it.
Yeah, I will remind everyone, whilst Tyranno's just away, I will take this opportunity to remind everyone that there are out of combat things that you get. So you remember you've got skills you can use outside of combat that are bespoke to your characters. Also, I was thinking about this, if somebody does die, like hits 0, loses 3 death saves, I'm going to play it slightly differently. I'm going to have like that 1 minute resurrection, revivify window is like them lying on the floor with their last breaths. So there's like a natural moment where they can have like a last word with
That's horrifying.
Yeah, I know. I'm not mentioning that specific for tonight, but just in case, bag, just in case. Okay, so the fireball has landed, annihilating, destroying shopfronts, smashing windows, sending glass everywhere, scorching the stones. The entire party and the dragonborns that you're fighting are knocked to your feet. Your ears are ringing as you stagger back up, though none of your movements have been reduced for the sake of this. Is purely flavour. Your ears are ringing. Smoke is in the air. There's that like tinner sounds like noise in the background. It's like something from a war movie. As you're bleary-eyed standing there, you all pick up your weapons again. Lou Marblecut, how would you like to act in this moment?
Well, I do have a simple plan, but I think I need to draw it out for Tyranno.
That's alright, I've given him a few minutes. He's had 1 second. I think it's been a little bit longer than
I'm here and not here.
Well, in that case, I would like to bonus action steady aim and use my whip to attack the poor fucker that's in between all of us.
This guy.
Yes.
That
Ooh,
was
35.
a very good use of steady aim, because that nat 1 would have absolutely sucked ass. Now, because you have advantage, and you are surrounded by this guy's surrounded by your allies, of course you get sneak attack damage. 21.
Nice!
That's a fair old chunk. This whips it, scratches him right across the face. His eyes, is blinks it away as this whip rips across his face. Suddenly, this guy is looking very hurt, very hurt indeed.
Very nice. And that's my turn.
That's your turn.
Hi.
You're back.
Kind of. Sorry.
Would you like me to come back to you? Would you like me to?
Nah, let me do it now. I can do it now. I got time.
I mean, it would help me, so I don't have to do 5 turns in a row.
Too bad. So Lou just hit
This guy right in the center, yeah.
Okay, and you
Don't forget to heal. You've got the healing spirit.
Oh, what do I roll?
I think I roll. Do I roll?
Do you roll? I don't know.
Your spell, I can't remember how this one works.
Healing spirit's a weird one.
I think you use a bonus action to heal.
No, it's not.
Whenever
It's
you're
like
a creature continues into the spirit space for the first time or starts a turn there, you can choose cause the spirit to restore 1d6, but I cast it at 3rd level, I think.
So it's 2d6.
So it's 2d6, so it's...
You can roll it then. 6. Okay,
It's not great.
Thank you.
It's better
than nothing.
Yeah. That's 5 and a 1. That's pretty good. Well,
so this guy's looking hurt. How hurt?
This real fucking hurt.
Shit. Okay.
I will say though, this dog's been an arsehole. This guy's really hurt. This guy here is a little bit hurt. This guy here barely touched it all.
Okay. So drinking potions. Obviously, a healing potion is bonus action. What if it's a weird potion?
What was the potion?
It's Azalea's potion of fortifying that she gave me.
That's an action, I think. Yeah, they're actions to drink. So it's just healing potions that are bonus actions.
I then will. I'm gonna make my. Yeah, I'm going to attack the one that's hurt.
Okay.
For my first attack. With Whisper. 21.
I'll just remind myself these guys AC. Yes, that hits.
Okay. For 11 points of damage.
Okay, so I mean, this is technically new combat, but I'm going to allow, because we kept the spells and stuff, you don't have to reactivate your right or stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That. How would you like to take this guy down?
By the way, Wolf doesn't kill people. She's going lethal.
She's going lethal. Okay.
She's going lethal. She's not in a good headspace.
Okay.
So these guys wearing helmets.
These guys are wearing full plate armor.
Okay. So what I do is I turn to look at this guy, and I should do it again, voice. I turn to look at this guy, and sort of obviously they got like the Dragon Ball snouts. So I hook the crossbow under his snout and just shoot up into his head.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then I turn to take the second attack against the guy next to me.
Okay, cool. So your re-heal thing doesn't work unless it's dim light, do they?
Dim light, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So this is bright sunlight in the middle of the street.
Yeah. Second attack against that guy.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Nat 20.
Fuck,
See
this
those
is so
numbers.
confusing.
What's the minimum you can roll?
The minimum is 6, 12, 11. So that's alright. 6, 12, 17, 18, 19. 19 is the minimum.
Okay, you will need to roll.
Okay. Okay, so if I just roll. Sorry, it was really confusing with my thing. 3d6. So it's 16 minimum. Plus 9. Oh. I'm gonna re-roll that one here. Okay. So. Ooh. So 12, another 14. So that is 30. Then I'm going to use my. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. I'm gonna use my. I'm not sure how this is gonna work because you know the Smite of the Moon ability.
Yeah.
I roll a d6 and do that damage, and so would I take max, or would I?
What was the wording on it?
When you hit with an attack with an active right, after you've rolled the initial right damage, you can take 1d6 damage and deal that amount of radiant damage to the enemy.
I mean, that wouldn't crit. Just FYI, because that's happening after you. Like it's
like a smite.
Oh well, it would. I would say then okay, but it would be the same rules as it, so you will be taking 6 plus.
It's fine.
Okay.
So I take 6, he takes 12.
Well, no, it's crit for you as well. So you roll the.
Well,
Oh, Jesus.
it's. I think last time we did it, I just take the initial.
Yeah, I
just
know,
take
but it's
the-
a crit, isn't it?
Yeah, well, no, because I crit
dice
last
is
time and
doubled.
used it.
Yeah, so the
And-
dice are doubled.
We might have to reword this. Because that's, I think,
So if you roll 2d6.
yeah.
Sorry, no, you roll 1d6, which is your damage,
Yeah.
plus the brutal crit, which is 6. So whatever that. So average 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's gonna hurt. So this is the damage that I'll take.
Yeah.
2. Okay.
That's
So
8. Yeah.
8 damage. So,
Yeah.
so I
how
take
much
8.
is it?
He takes. Well, it's just 8. Both of us, I guess.
8 both. Okay. How would you like him to go down then?
Okay. Great. Amazing. Do that first to that guy. Flip and turn around, and I just see like a dent in his armor, and I just point the bolt into that dent and shoot him straight in the chest.
And what does the Smite of the Moon look like?
It's just okay. There's whisper. So there's some runes on the weapon. So it starts from like where the handle is, and they go up as I use it, and they go this sort of stark, pale moonlit white. And they sort of go to the blade and then go to the handle of the weapon down to like it's not muzzle, is it? Whatever it is. And then infuse into the bolt as I shoot it, and it's just like this. It hits, and then it's this arc, this like divine spark essentially of damage that pulses afterwards.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, I've deleted his character. I've deleted the body. Ignore that. I was just trying to remove him from initiative.
Mhm.
But yeah, that guy drops like a folded deck of cards and is down.
As a bonus action, I'm going to make a third attack against the far guy.
Okay.
With my normal crossbow, but
Yeah.
still. 19 probably
Yes.
misses. Yeah. Cool. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Laughing. So suddenly the tide has shifted. As earlier around the corner, this fireball seems to have turned the fight in your favour. The people are still very, very hurt, but what would you like to do?
God, seeing the amount of damage that Wolf just inflicted upon herself, Laffy's gonna be like, "What are you doing?" Move around to here.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can. My bonus action, Balm of the Summer Court, is not a spell, is it? So I can cast a spell and use that.
So your Bomb of the Summer Court is not a spell, yeah. Yeah, it's completely outside of your action economy. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Rusty
Okay.
because you said he was not looking great,
pretty
right?
hurt. He's not looking great.
So I'll do it at 2nd level. I think. Yeah.
I think that's used all of them, hasn't it? Oh no, this is Cure. Sorry.
That's Cure Wounds, yeah.
Remember though, you get to add your proficiency to that as well. So I think that's a 3. You can add 3 to that.
Where's my proficiency? Oh yeah.
It's 3.
Well, it says 2d8 plus 3 when I click it, so
Yeah,
I think
that's your wisdom, which is your spell modifier, and your proficiency you can add to it as well, which is another 3. So that's 18 back to Rusty, which I think takes him back up to full,
nice.
which is pretty good.
Probably should have used that one on Wolf, but I'm gonna use my bonus action, use my last 2 Balm of the Summer Court things, so that's 2d6.
Yep. Plus 2 temporary hit points.
I'm back.
So you're just getting
7.
You get back 7 HP plus 2.
Me.
From
thank
Laughter's Bomb of the Summer Court.
Thank you.
And then just give Wolf a look and say, please don't do that again.
I have to do it. We have to get rid of these things.
Next up, it's Kudo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which of these guys is Ned, actually?
This guy, the guy with the actual token is Ned. This guy here.
Okay, so who is still alive of the enemies? Only this guy?
This guy here, yeah. One guy out here.
Gonna whoop his ass!
Well, the other guys were quite badly hurt. This guy's not really been touched.
Yes, actually.
Echo.
Yes. Yeah. I don't have to run in. That's a thing.
Yep.
I remember. Give me a second. How will I do that the smartest way? Give me a second. I need to see if I have some of my actions. Ooh, I would have that. I would have that. Do I still have that? Okay, yeah. First of all, I will use my second wind. Because I'm not doing too great. For, in total, 10 HP.
Nice.
Which I like. And second, I'm fucking dumb.
Yep, I realized it.
Yep, whatever.
Do you have a bow?
What?
Do you have a bow and arrow or something if you don't want to get next to it?
Don't care, going in. I attack.
Okay.
Ooh, 25.
Ooh, nice.
Is this
crit on a 19? That's fine. Oh no.
I don't have the hex on it.
Yeah.
For 12 damage. Can I ask, is this the red dragonborn? Is one of them?
What?
We had dragonborns. We were fighting.
That is one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
Okay. Yeah, then it doesn't even matter if I'm attacking with green.
Well, that's
yeah.
a bit extra. They're only resistant.
Oh, yeah, then I would have attacked with green flame blade.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Of course.
For 1d8 plus 4. So 6 damage, which is, I guess, halved.
Yes.
And, yeah, whatever, I will action search. And that's a bonus action. I couldn't even do that if I wanted. Is it worth going out again? Is it his turn?
His turn's gonna be
After Rusty. Yeah. Whatever, I'm gonna whack him again so it is faster.
Oh, I would have been able to use my smite for him.
21.
What's that coming from, by the way?
What?
Oh, from your action surge. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
James, I would have been able to use my thing. It's fine. I'm not going to use it. I would have been able to use my healing thing.
Can I use Green Flame Blade again? I'm not sure because of double spells isn't possible.
Yeah, you can, yeah, if you want, yeah.
Okay, great.
It's a cantrip. Because my weapon sheds dim light when I activate my right.
This is not the damage. It rolled 2.
Well, it's the 5.
2. Oh yeah. Wait, is it the 5?
Yeah, because the 10 is the second target.
No, it is the 10. It is the. Wait, yeah. Oh yeah, it's the 5. So take off the 4 from the last one. So it's only 2 and 5. I'm sorry, James.
That's okay. Don't worry.
I'm very sorry.
Fine. That's alright, not a problem at all. So,
I only read that the second dice.
Okay, cool. Let's rock and roll. So next is Ned. Even though the fight has taken a turn, this guy is not super happy. Ned is gonna fucking leg it.
No.
Can I take a smack as an opportunity?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you want. Well, I mean,
I'm not using my reaction.
no, he's gonna disengage and just use it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's a rogue.
He's a little bitch.
Yeah. I mean, what would you do? He's got no skin in this game.
Not be a little bitch.
He wants to survive. Rusty's gonna waddle up and start swinging. Good boy, Rusty. Long sword. You guys should have given it. Oh, that's a shame.
That's sad.
That's a sad sign. That is. And one more. 25 does
nice.
hit. Good boy. Oh, he's a champion. That is a crit.
Oh, nice.
There we go. So, I'll use this top one. 6
8.
plus 8. So add 8 to that 9. My brain is completely 17. So I say 17 damage is pretty good for little boy Rusty.
As Ned walks away, I'm not going to attack him obviously because I can't. I'm just look at Azalea, who I'm most certain, I just point, say, get him, please, if you can.
Yep, just what I was going to ask. So.
Okay. Oh, I've just gone right past the last remaining Dragonborn. He's seen things taking a little turn, so he's gonna. Rusty doesn't look too bad. How hurt are you looking, Kudo?
Not too much. Not too much hurt.
That might change. I don't know. I'll just roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
All that.
You're hurt now.
You're good now, yeah. He's
Persuasion, let me attack you.
He's gonna cast as a bonus action. Cast Shield of Faith on himself, taking his AC up.
22.
Yeah. And then he's gonna start swinging with his sword at Kudo.
Alright.
Let's see what we can do about why does he suddenly not have an attack?
Was he
Where's
bad?
his attack gone? What the fuck?
We
Because
persuaded him to start.
Can't attack.
1 second.
He persuaded himself to not attack.
Okay, where's his stuff gone? What the fuck's happened here? I think D&D Beyond's had a brain fart over the weekend. Equipment. Just gonna add him a longsword. Everything's on
They have a
all
plus
his
7.
equipment's unkit.
They have a plus
on-
7.
Yeah, I know. But all of his equipment's unequipped. That's really irritating.
That's weird.
It is weird. Okay. So that's fine.
So for a brief moment, he had AC of like 4.
Yeah, it was like 11. And he's got shield up. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, it's Shield of Faith up, and now he's got shield up. And he's going to come swinging for you, Kudo. Actions, longsword. What the fuck is happening here? This is so weird.
I'm going to try plus 7.
Yeah, I will. It's all gone wobbly, so ignore that. One misses. Oh, nat 20.
Oh, no.
Okay, Kudo, this is gonna really fucking hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's gonna be an 8.
Ooh, so
Let me
it's
hang on. I need to fix this because my brain. So it's a D8 plus
is it 48?
4. It's a D8 plus 4, so that's 8 plus 7. Oh my god, so that's 15 already. Plus 4, 19, and then it's going to be 8 D8 as the divine smite.
40. So
oh wait, so it's 4d8 plus that's 1, 2, 3, 4 is
so it's going to be 40 for the divine smite plus
40 for the
other
divine
D4
smite plus 4d8
plus 48.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
12.
Oh, okay, that's a low roll though.
That's not too bad.
So 52.
52 plus 2
In
from
total.
his jeweler, so 54.
Okay, I'm not completely dead, but I'm definitely down.
Okay, so with one swing, this guy hits you and just fucking annihilates you.
So
It
how
hits
much of
you
the ground breaks under him?
Yeah, it's like this. So you see this divine smite, you see this like lunar smite, this flash from Wolf that takes this guy down, and this guy runs forward, his sword raised, and he brings it down just straight onto, like misses once, and then the upswing catches Kudo, and there's this eruption of radiant energy that just sends Kudo sprawling and flat on his back in one hit, and this guy's like, his eyes are fucking red, bloodlusted. He's coming for you, boy.
How's he looking though?
Oh, that's why I couldn't fucking find him. There we are. I was using the wrong bloody character sheet, no wonder. Okay.
How's he looking health-wise?
What, Kudo? Or this dude?
No, the dragon.
Well,
I mean, he doesn't look like terrible bad, but he doesn't look like particularly great. If you were to hit him with a crit, you think you'd probably take him down, but he's like bloodied, you know, he's got like a, you know, he's got cuts and stuff. He looks pretty hurt.
Okay.
But,
honestly, if I wouldn't have done the second win,
Oh, really? It was that
it would have
close?
been really close, actually.
yeah,
like 5 hit
54
points
is
away.
a lot of damage to take on one hit.
Yep.
So, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just so you know, if that hit Laffy, she'd be dead.
Yeah, same with Celia.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing we have a meat shield.
Yeah, Rusty would have survived that hit.
I would have survived if that was full health.
No, I
Like,
mean,
right
he's
now, he
not
would
at full
have
health,
survived,
but he
yeah.
would have still survived it. Like, he would have still be standing. But yeah, as of now, if that had hit him, he'd be up. But Azalea, so two things are happening. Kudo's just been fucking ground into the pavement, and the familiar form of Ned is running away, but you can still see him.
I can go after Ned. I can't heal Kudo.
Yeah, I think I'm conflicted, but I know Laffy can heal, and if I don't act, like Ned's gonna be gone. So I think she like crouches down and grasps some of the weeds that are there in between the cobblestones, and just starts shaking around. She's gonna cast Entangle.
Okay.
And hopefully trap them.
Okay.
Save, please.
Dex, is that a strength save?
Strength.
Yeah, there are civilians around him who are also running your way.
This is not necromantic.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
So.
I'm just saying. So they will also be caught in this because I'm not rolling.
Yeah,
strength saves.
it's not going to do damage.
An 8.
Cool. He is restrained.
And it's difficult terrain.
Yes.
Yeah. All of those people like see that are running away from this fucking hellish fireball. See that the ground is now reaching up to grab them. They are not happy. They're like, "What's going?"
Wilhelm scream.
And then I'm gonna.
There was no proof it was Azalea. There's a lot of
No,
people
that's
around.
true. I didn't say they didn't want to looking at it, but they're just like, "Oh my god, this is the worst Saturday afternoon ever."
And then I'm gonna move.
I just
up.
wanted some beignets.
Morris.
Okay, so you rush up to near where Lou is. Is there anything else you're doing with your turn? I don't know if you're talking, but you've gone quiet for me.
Yes, sorry. I am going to do my good fortune on Lou. So I'm going to put my hand on her shoulder. And, she will get advantage for the next round with like any ability checks or attack rolls.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Scary for a rogue.
Perfect. Yeah, but it is Lou now.
Yes. I assume that if I walk into the green stuff, I get restrained.
Yes.
Or how does
that would
that
be a
work?
safe
Yeah.
bet, yeah.
Okay. So I would like to attempt to basically Indiana Jones net legs together using my whip.
Okay. So like Bolo is like 80-80 him. You know, from the second Star Wars film.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's number.
Deck. I don't know what to roll.
Okay, let's do a dex attack, just a normal ranged attack. And let's see if it hits first of all. Yeah, you have advantage.
Oh, there we go.
That
a hero
misses,
point.
I'm afraid.
Hero point.
Oh. Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So you I will say because you use your hero point, you just tangle his legs and it just brings him flat to his feet. So not only is he restrained, he's tied up and he's prone.
Prone restrained. He's having a bad day.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, just let me go." No, that's not what he sounds like, is it?
This is Samwise.
Please, no, Mr. Frodo, potatoes.
Mr. Lou.
Let me go, please. I just want to get out of here. I don't want to. Oh, please, let me go.
Yeah, too late for that, buddy. You should have been faster.
I've got 5 more silver if you let me go.
No, this time it's going to cost you gold.
I've got 5 gold if you let me go.
500 gold.
I haven't got 500. Okay, so I had to think about it.
I love how you were considering that.
Yeah,
then.
I was like, maybe if he had it, he'd probably pay it. Cerulean Wolf.
Yes, I'm going to look at Laffy. Just sort of take a step towards. So my thing is a 10-foot radius. It would hit it. He'd be in the range. My moon, my
Do you wanna
aura.
heal, by the way.
Oh, I mean, I would say no. I'm still low health.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh,
I'm
I
so low health.
You went down. Yeah, you have to wait until.
No, it's like an automatic
his
thing on the
turn.
start of your turn. Yeah.
So do you want to roll? Or do you want to...
Yes.
So it's 13 plus 2, right?
Nearly max. Yeah.
So it's 11 plus. Ooh,
What's the 2? Where's the extra 2 coming from?
from your thing that you
I thought it
did.
was plus 3.
Plus 3, is it? I don't know.
No, that's
Healing's-
only if I cast, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, so
This is just an
the
aura.
proficiency is just from
11 is.
healing word and cure wounds.
Mm.
This isn't affected by that. This is just a flat 11.
It's still amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Just as I step, I feel like that healing, and I sort of take it.
Pats you on the ass. Send
yeah.
you on your way.
Oh, wow.
Go get him, Tiger.
So, Wolf. Got him. Wolf.
Yes, I'm the Tiger. Remember?
So my moon aura is 10 feet. Well, he would be in it, right? Because technically it's a square.
I mean, he's not technically in the circle. Like he's in the circle.
And then I will take two attacks at him.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a
Ooh,
crit.
Jesus, yeah.
That's a crit.
Okay.
It's 19, 20.
Oh,
So minimum 16. So
That's still need to roll.
yeah, I know. So it's 3d6. Yeah. Another 13. So
Okay.
that's 31. Oh, 29.
Still up. Let me just roll a con check on the shield of faith.
This be a fail.
Yeah, fails. Okay. Oh
Um,
no, his first level spell slot. What am I to do?
yeah, I know. Oh shit. Wolf's gonna take damage again.
Okay.
Just
She
after
wants-
she promised she wouldn't do it again.
I should say that. But she's angry and she needs to do it. So this is the damage I take. 3, so it's 9.
Okay, he's hanging on by a fart.
For sake. Okay, then I'll make my second attack. I have 2 more attacks. Oh, 1, yeah. 12 misses.
Yeah, 12 misses.
21.
That hits.
4. This isn't right, so it's just 9.
Just 9. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Is he up?
He got 1 hit point left.
Oh, can I do anything to increase that? Because it's not got right on
Punch
it.
him in
No.
the face.
Just sort of take that damage and just like
Flick him.
take damage, like grit my teeth, and just like Wolf is shaking a bit as she's doing this.
Yeah.
But that is my turn.
Okay. Laffy.
Oh. Does he look hurt?
Oh yeah, he looks hurt. Real hurt.
I can't move through here, can I? Because this.
Yeah,
can
he's
I-
dead. You can just step over him.
And you can move through allies. It's just
Yeah,
different.
you,
right?
you can
And
like,
I'm
people
small.
let you pass and stuff. Yeah.
Oh. Well, somebody else is gonna have to take care of him because I need to get queued up. I will do my 3rd level slot. Cure wounds.
I really hope you guys don't get into another fight today.
No.
Oh, don't
Please
say that! Right, I'll
not.
do 2nd level then.
I
And just
mean,
hope
if
he
you don't
doesn't
want
get
him to
hit
survive,
again.
you can cast it at 2nd level.
James, can you just shut the fuck up? Honestly.
Um.
11
Remember that
healing.
you add your proficiency, so that's
Yeah,
14.
so it's 14.
14 healing.
Yeah.
And then I don't think I can do anything as a bonus action. Like, oh wait, 2 weapon fighting.
No, you have to use
No,
your
you
attack.
no.
You have to...
Isn't your healing spirit thing bonus action?
No,
Where you
it's
can
not.
heal
It's
someone?
No, it's on the
it's on
start
their
of your
turn.
turn.
Oh, okay.
So you can take the last thingy when it's the start of your turn because I think it's got 1 charge left. So if you take it, then it'll disable.
Yes, you can just roll it because it's my turn next.
Yeah, so I can't do anything. So
I mean,
um,
pulled him back from the edge. That's
Yeah.
I mean, he's got 1 hit point, and I would
No,
have
it's
loved
not.
to just be like,
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll roll your thing.
That's
Okay.
7 healing?
So that's
Or anything
21
added.
altogether. 21?
Yeah,
31. 21. Math.
21.
21
Math.
altogether.
Great. Thank you
What?
very much.
What?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
mean 18?
no.
No, because I've got
Oh,
11 plus 7
4.
plus 3.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Plus
So,
3. That's what I said. Sorry.
now that it's my turn again, this guy's gonna get some revenge. I'm gonna summon my echo behind him. And first of all, I will attack him myself.
Yeah.
Does that hit?
He's
Yes.
Yay!
How do you want to
But-
do it?
So, well,
Doesn't matter.
with
He has
my
1 hit point.
with my echo beside him, I will just skewer him with the sword. So, like, I put it so we have like an X just punched through him
Overkill.
from both sides.
Fatality.
Combo.
Combo.
Dragonborn died.
Fatality.
Fatality.
Style. So you style points into death. So is I will ask, is that a lethal attack?
Yes,
Okay.
because that bitch should not survive.
Okay. This
That's personal
Dragonborn.
revenge.
Yeah, he drops down dead. And we will say for the moment, you are out of initiative as Ned is slashing at this stuff that's keeping his feet tight. He's getting his dagger out. He's trying to cut the whip, but it's chain. So he's not getting anywhere with it. So he's definitely desperately trying to wiggle out of this chain and unhook himself from it so he can get away. He can't see what's just happened. But you guys are out of initiative as he's struggling. Please let me go! I won't! I said I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Just don't let him kill me!
Can I run up to Ned and let me just check something? Because I think it's... Yeah. Primal Savagery.
Yeah.
Claws out.
Kill him.
Slash down, and instead of hitting him, hit the like vines that are restricting him, and then just like grab him by the scruff of his neck and like scream at him. Like,
yeah?
Where do you think you're going?
They're trying to bloody kill me. I'm just getting away. Why are you attacking me, please?
I told you to stay with us.
You're getting your asses kicked. Whatever you do.
Oh yeah. Take a look over there, Ned. We totally got our asses kicked.
Hey, one of you, I thought the little rat fellow was dead.
Does it say anything about me that I thought you were gonna slash his Achilles heel? No, he can't run anymore.
Do you need me to do like a strength check to see if I can hold him
no,
up?
he's like prone on the floor. Are you actually lifting him to his feet, or are you
just like holding him like so that he's like on his tiptoes almost? Like he's still on the floor.
You will need a strength check for that. He's quite tall as well.
I'm gonna whiff this. I'm gonna absolutely whiff
Remember,
it. Can I get advantage because I've got Primal Savagery active?
No.
Yeah, if
he's restrained
enough, you can.
Yeah, so that makes it harder, right? You can't pick up the restraint.
He's not restrained anymore if he's
I
through the
slashed
vines.
things, yeah.
Yeah.
I still have my whip around him.
So
I mean, unless you cut that.
I didn't cut your whip.
That's
my whip, that's expensive.
It's like 1 gold.
Yeah, it was like a silver, wasn't it?
I have a -1 to say.
Yeah, I
You
think
can
it
still
was.
roll a 20.
Or just high.
Come on, I need the
19.
Mama Bear strength to come through.
If you give me a second, I will. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come over and cast Cause Fear on him.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you try to like pick him up. He's like got loads of leather on him, which sounds weird when you say that. He's like wearing like leather chaps, yeah. Like, even though they're assless, they're quite
Fresh
heavy.
out of a Berlin spot.
And it's wet leather as well.
No, the fireball made them assless chaps.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Burns.
And you try to lift him up and you're shaking him, but you can't. Like, you kind of just lifting his torso off the floor and shaking him. I say, please no. So you said you're casting Cause Fear on him. Is there a save for that?
There is a save. It's a wisdom save.
Let's see. This guy is.
That's the fact that
Kinda
he's
wisdom
bound and being
is a
held
little
up by an angry mama bear. Help with that, like disadvantage.
Nat 1. This guy is terrified.
Yeah.
They're fighting off to pee himself.
Please, sorry, I'll do anything. I'll give you anything. Please, just take anything wherever you want. Just don't hurt me. Please, go
Do we see piss coming out of his arseless chaps?
Are you looking for piss?
No, I'm not looking.
Roll for investigation.
Yeah.
Check.
I'll tell you what. I will roll a d10 on an even number. He's pissed himself.
Hell yeah.
He's pissed himself.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I probably would have explained to you, Wolf, the potions I can make every day, and they do just give you the temp HP. So if you want it, take it.
That's true, yeah. It's fine.
He's a gibbering wreck on the floor, especially as Azalea's coming up to him. You've all seen Batman Begins, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, maybe I haven't seen it in a while, but there's that sequence where like people are under the effect of the Scarecrow's toxin,
Yeah.
where everything's
Yeah.
like jerky and janky, and like bats are falling out that guy's mouth,
Well,
or
I
the
think
Batman
that's-
looks like a fucking demon.
That's exactly it. I think she as she's walking over, vines start growing out of in between her hair and coming down,
Ooh.
and then she starts releasing like toxins that are making him hallucinate from
Yeah.
the pores.
He's specifically trying to back away from Azalea. She looks like just all the wrath of the Feywild released into one person. She looks a fucking nightmare. And let's see. Oh no, that's the wrong button. What am I doing? Your boy passes out.
God damn
That's
it.
fine. We can move him now. We can
Yeah,
take
we
him when
can.
we need to.
Oh Lord, I'm having an attack of the vapors. Woo! And
Is there-
he faints.
Maybe we should take him back to the hunt. Question him there.
Yeah. 2 blocks, right, or something like that.
Wolf.
You
I
look
will
over.
say-
Wolf is like crouched down, and she is actively crying.
Oh.
She's just.
And you
sitting.
are closer to Wolf's house than you are the hunt.
Do we want him to know
You
where
got
Wolf
manacles
lives,
on your
though?
bedpost, Wolf.
And you've got all those wigs, so you can disguise yourself as well.
A wig collection.
That's used for.
What? So just like look up at everyone, like wiping her eyes. What's happening?
Yeah, don't
Um,
worry about it.
We need to question Ned, but we need to take him somewhere out of the street because there's a lot of people. And she like looks around at everybody, watching.
Yeah, because you guys are all still in your like criminal disguises as well, aren't you?
Well, they're not like criminals, guys. They're just like.
But
generic
the
Asian
the disguises you had for your criminal attack.
Yeah.
So that's what. So you don't have your mask, and you don't have any like.
Well, I've got my like the cloth mask, like the.
Yeah, but you don't have your you don't have any kind of like badge of office.
I mean, I have it
looks
on me, but
You're not out, presumably.
not out. Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
the back of it.
Yeah. So it very much looks like a gang war turned very bloody here. There are 5 bodies, like armored bodies on the floor, and there are how many did I say it was? Let's go with. Yeah, there are 10 civilian bodies on the floor as well. This shop here is in pieces, like parts of it are just on fire.
That was the cafe.
Yeah, the cafe that you were at, like all the tables are destroyed. Like all of the pastries have got glass in them. It's a bad day to be a pastry shop owner.
Let's go.
We can take him back to the hunt.
I mean, he has a house right there.
I'm not.
But is his dad gonna
His
be
father
home?
is still there.
I think the hunt's a bit better option.
Listen, if Swan was questioning me, I would not, lie. So maybe we get Swan involved.
How far is the hunt?
Your
I don't think we're that far away because we would just.
No, you're not that far away, but your house is closer.
Are any of us
I'm
strong
not
enough to
gonna take him
carry
to my
Ned?
house.
No.
We can drag him.
I'm not.
I
but
could
Rusty,
well shape.
Rusty.
You could
Rusty,
like put
Rusty.
him on my
You
back.
could be the sexy elk, and
Rusty could.
I
Rusty
could
could.
make him invisible if we need him to be.
Yeah, Rusty can carry him. Rusty's strong enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is it gonna look dodgy if we're carrying it?
Yeah.
It would look hilarious.
But it'd be funny. Yeah.
We could put a big
Put
trench
a
coat on him,
blindfold
so
on
he
him. We
just
can
sits
explain to
underneath.
people that we're taking him to bachelor's.
Can we, like- can we,
like a
like-
stag do?
Can we
No,
like
if you've got
weekend at
a-
Bernie's it? So do it so that he's
Yeah.
giving him like a pig,
Yeah.
like riding on his shoulders.
Yes,
But we
give
put,
him a
like-
blanket, and then that could be a kobold and a dragonborn, and he can sit on my shoulders and put the blanket around him, and you'll only see my feet.
You're just like a really big dragonborn with tiny feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, if we get a really large trench coat, we can like put a hole in the stomach for Rusty to see through, and you put just a hat over.
Rusty goes to like lift this guy up. Let's do him a quick athletics check. I think this shouldn't be a problem. This guy's not.
Doesn't he have advantage because Ned's bound?
I mean, technically he has disadvantage, but I'm going to ignore that and just say it's a 16 for the sake of expediency. Rusty,
we'll
with
spend
one
them-
hand, like lifts this guy onto his shoulders. Laffy, it's pretty depressing to see because like you, both hands could barely shift this guy, and Rusty just chucks him over his shoulder, seemingly without breaking a sweat.
Can Wolf spend 1 minute doing her ritual on one of the bodies?
Yes, of course.
While that's
does look
happening-
weird.
She doesn't care.
Okay.
While that's happening, I'm gonna check this guy. Oh, how do I get rid of that big circle?
You have to. I think James.
I'll
can
do it for you. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I know
yeah,
she
what
glows,
you
but
do-
not that much.
Yeah.
Just checking the guy just to see because
Oh,
he
the
just like
goblin
kind
guy.
of.
Oh, the goblin. He's fucking crispy skinned, and yeah, he is finger licking good. Well done.
So James, by the way,
Sorry?
you said that there was a man with a long duster coat and a fedora who cast the fireball.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, did we see him after the fight?
Nope.
Okay.
He's seemingly well. No one checked up on him, and he's nowhere to be seen now.
Okay.
So James, while
You
they
didn't see him
are,
also, I don't think. There's only ambush on him.
Well, I
while
said
the
it.
others are doing the things with Ned, can I just loot the guy who absolutely obliterated me?
Yeah, bear with me. Let me just bring up his cat sheet. These guys, not particularly interested in what they've got. I will say again, this is in the middle of the day, in the middle of the
Yeah.
street. So you like people are running away screaming. You have not long, you think, before people are going to start wondering what the hell's going on. Let me just see his character sheets. So what specifically are you looking for?
Money and anything like fraction tokens or whatever. What shows who they are fighting for.
Or something like that. Like this belongs to like David from the Empire
like
Eagles or something like that.
like a member token of whatever fraction or cult or evil organization they are.
Yeah. So can you roll me an investigation check, please?
Of course. Investigation. I will use my advantage on that. Plea of 4.
11's not bad. It's just average.
Yeah. Can you roll me a d12, please?
Always. The 10, 12. That's
No,
What is it you've rolled?
1.
A 1. It won't matter. 1 second. I was definitely trying to find the loot table for him. Okay, you find with a 1. Oh, that's rubbish. You find what you quickly root through his pockets, and in there, like underneath his armor, you find like a sealed letter that's a bit crisp around the edges.
ooh, I will take that letter.
Okay, as you take it, you hear the sound of running feet and guards coming round the corner with their weapons drawn.
Where are they coming from?
They
They're
seem
like, I'll say they're off screen. They're far enough away that if you want to choose it, you can choose it.
Yeah. I just
Yeah, time to cheese it.
I finish my thing, grab Laffy's hand and say, I think we need to leave.
Mhm.
And just start walking in the direction of the hunt. I assume Rusty's got Ned.
Yeah, Rusty's got Ned over his like fireman's carrying this guy. You all follow, presumably all follow Laffy and Wolf as Wolf's leading the way. The guards do see you and start making their way after you. So I'm gonna need a group stealth check. There's 5 of you. I think 6 including Rusty. So I'm gonna need you to all roll stealth, and it's a group check, and you're looking to hit. What number would it be? So you're looking to hit 60.
Oh, okay.
As a
Combined
group.
of 60.
But Rusty can roll with disadvantage because he's wearing.
Oh, that's really good already, actually.
wait, am I close enough so I can get to the party and say something to them?
60 is
before-
really high, James.
Oh, it's 10 each on average.
Can I get to to Wolf before the guards see us?
Yeah, sure. No, not before.
We're just
they see you.
walking.
Well, I did only loot the body while the others were doing the whole ordeal with
It's
Ned.
as you grab the letter is when you see them.
Oh, we did it.
I think you've done it. Yeah, even with
25, 40, 36, 56. Yeah.
Yeah, you've done it.
Oh well.
So, as a group, you are able to
Stumbling around.
stumble around and blend into the crowd that's running away, and the guards very quickly lose sight of you as you're on the way to. I think you said the hunt in the end.
Yeah.
I really should have a map for this place by now.
Probably. Do you want me to make them at some point?
If you want, yeah. But you're dragging this body into the hunt. You weave through the streets, ducking and diving, trying to keep a low profile. Rusty is like jogging on behind you. He's like jingling and jangling and very clearly carrying a body. But because of all the hubbub on the streets, it's very hard to see the small body carrying the Dragonborn, who seems to like be stirring but not fully awake. Like you hear like kind of noises from him as he's running. Within a few minutes, though, you're approaching the compound of the Midnight Hunt.
We'll just like to get to the door, and we'll just like. She's not usually nervous entering the Midnight Hunt, but she takes like a deep breath and like takes a moment to like steel herself, like take a moment to catch herself, and just like slightly realizing, oh, she just killed 2 people, and sort of like looks around the group and says, "Sally, this is your first time here.
It is, yeah.
Just
Is it really?
yeah.
Mhm.
She's
We've been
she's
in
gone
and out of Sledge loads recently.
Gone, yeah.
Yeah, but I've been off with laryngitis
Oh,
and
yeah,
looking
yeah,
after
true,
drugged
yeah.
up people.
I mean, she's seen it because she was in the session where I was there, but she's not been in. Azalea's not been in there.
Okay, that's wild. So yeah, of course, yeah, weird.
So just, I think most people in here mean well.
Swan's a little bit.
She can be abrasive,
Yeah.
but she means well.
But here, and then like Laffy takes a cookie out and gives it to Azalea. If she gets really mean, you can give her this.
And don't do a kudo
Okay.
and ask for her to give her weapons away for me, because
Well,
you
I
can
don't-
make good use of them.
I don't really want.
I
a
didn't
weapon.
ask that.
You demanded it.
Also, no.
Let's go. Just walk in sort of quietly.
Okay, it's very
We
quiet.
didn't leave. We were only here like
Yeah, you were here. I'd
15
say,
minutes ago, probably half an hour ago.
Yeah, it wasn't like super long. It's probably the last half an hour, 45 minutes. The
Yeah.
place is quite quiet as you enter. It's quiet when you were here last time, but it's got that feeling of like not emptiness, but like not a lot of activity within the walls. It's it seems very quiet in here now.
Just sort of looking around to see if I see anyone.
You see the occasional member of the hunt walking through the corridors, but it does seem like it's kind of empty in there at the moment.
Okay.
Let's see who you see. Let's find my little list of names. You see the. Why the fuck do I say this?
Yeah.
The Chuckaneel octopus. Is
You
that
did this, by
Cochineal?
the way.
Yeah, I know. I did this to myself. No, fuck it. You see the cadmium rat.
Okay, that's easier.
You see the
Yeah.
cadmium rat.
Wow. What? Who locked out on rat?
Oh, it's actually
All
a
the
joke.
animals.
I just go up to her. You know, she's the half-elf woman. Just go up to her and say, "It's very quiet in here."
Yeah, it's everybody's out. There was reports of a fight with those dragonborns, those cultists out on the street. So they've.
There was a report of a fight. I was in one of them.
Okay. Presumably, then you survived.
But what do you think?
Yeah. Well, they are all out trying to find them.
Is
at the
Swan
moment.
out?
Yes.
Shit.
She's out on the warpath, and to be honest, I was quite glad to see the back of her today.
Is there a room that I can go in?
I think you just find an
Interrogation
empty
room or
one, take your
something?
pick.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Just-
I think room 4's available.
Okay.
The honeymoon suite.
No, these are like they're not bedrooms.
I was joking. It's trying to lighten the mood. Room
I'm not
4
in
is
the mood.
available.
I'm not in the mood for a joke.
Okay. Well, it's still available.
I just usher everyone into like probably a very bland-looking room.
I slip the half off a cookie. Like, sorry, she's had a bad day.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm gonna run out of cookies.
This woman, so she's this half elf lady, and she's got like similar to Wolf. She's got this like very like sneak. No, I don't want to say sneaky. That's not fair. Like armor that's designed to not like attract attention, and this one's got this like very lithe motif, and on her wrists. She's got these little, like braces, but they come over the knuckles into this small point, and they look like fangs. And as you examine these wrist braces, they've got like the motif of like a group of rats on there. It's not horrendous. It's like almost like heraldic rats, and sort of like a group of them in a circle with all their tails facing inwards. And that's how you identify this woman as the cadmium rat.
So I just take
nice.
so I just take everyone into that room, and sort of I just usher everyone in, lock the door. I assume there's a lock on these doors.
Oh, there's a latch, yeah.
The latch, yeah. And I just say, go to the interrogation thing.
So in there is a like a chair in the middle of the room with like manacles at the back of it, so you can have someone manacled in with their arms actually behind them.
Yeah, I think that's what I do.
Able to like get them into a position of power. The leg and neck manacles as well. So it's on the floor. In fact, can you all make like investigation checks?
Do I need to make one?
Yeah.
Look.
Some not stellar rolls there.
Well, 19 for Laffy.
Yeah. But Laffy, you see like there's discoloration around the seat and the floor here that would indicate that there's a lot of very distinctive kind of reddish liquid that is occasionally spilt here and not always
Just
mopped
jam.
up. Just jam. There's like a grate under the floor, like a sewer grate. And as you kind of put Ned in this seat, you kind of see like flecks of white in there, like deep in there. You're not quite sure what it is. This seat has no like there's nothing to like hold the arse, so that it's just like the frame of
So
the
he's
seat.
got assless chaps, and
then
his
an
bare
assless
ass
seat.
is hanging out.
Yeah. You can also see like on the corners there are what look like things you would roast marshmallows on. There's a few of them. There's like stuff that we use for like dentistry, and perhaps like scraping, like cleaning out from under the fingernails.
Oh Jesus, James!
Oh god damn.
James,
there are a couple
James,
of
why are you
things
making this so evil?
Yeah.
It's an interrogation room.
And we don't see any of this?
I mean, like, you rolled a 9, so like I think your focus is on the person in front of you. Some of these items they're very well maintained and very clean. Like this is like very quickly you see this is a very serious room for very serious people.
Just gonna like pick up one of the tools off the thing and look at it, and then turn to Wolf and be like, "Is this a dentist's office?"
That one looks like a duck. Looks like a duck's head.
You might want to put that down.
I know exactly what you're referring to. She just puts it down like,
Horrified.
yeah.
Yeah. So Ned is still like very groggy. His eyes haven't opened. Are you latching him into this?
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you latch his neck in, you notice there's like a screw at the back of the neck that like you can wind in, but you don't. It doesn't seem to like connect to anything. It just looks like it just goes in.
Oh Jesus Christ, James!
This is
Are
probably
we gonna do
one of the first times that
bad
Wolf
cop?
is. Like I would say, probably this is the first time. Maybe this is the first time you've used this room.
Yeah,
Like you've been aware of it, but I don't think you would have
probably
needed
like
to have
looked
used it.
in.
Yeah. This is like there are very specific people who use this room,
Yeah,
and
not
like
Wolf.
like this is the kind of place where you would bring someone who, as like is part of a group who's tried to burn down a school that's full of children. This is a
Well, he
room.
tried to kill my kid, so in my
Yeah.
eyes.
This is a room of people where they're expecting. They're not going into this wondering whether they're going to get answers. Like this is This
They're getting
this
answers.
Is very serious place.
Wolf just stays pretty quiet after like helping latch Ned into the chair, and just sort of stands at one side of the room. Just
Can I like lean in and flick him on his forehead? Not really hard, just like a little like on his forehead.
I'm not going to make you roll an attack. The guy's basically unconscious and he's strapped into a chair.
Just try and wake him up. So just like a little on his head.
So I will
Using
say
water
again,
is more
that when he came out, he was like fully armored and ready for like adventuring. So he's got on him. Let me just remind myself. He will be wearing. Well, for one, he's carrying a dagger, a short sword, and a short bow with arrows. And in his inventory, he has got 2 daggers. He's wearing leather armor, a short bow, and a short sword, and thieves' tools. And
I
then a
assume
bag
we just
of
take all of this stuff.
Yeah,
we don't keep it on him while he's in the chair.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're taking his like leather jerkin off him, and underneath he's just got like a quite
As his chaps.
stained. No. So like his top is like this fairly stained linen kind of undergarment. It's very unpleasant to look at.
Yeah.
And he's like, He's flipping the head, and he's like, Let me just.
Just like help the process. Just say in his head, wake up.
Oh, wait, what's going on? Wait, and you can see like his muscles start straining to try and get out of this chair. What's going on? Why have you done this to me? And he's going to try and break out.
Well, Ned, if you hadn't have tried to run away, then we wouldn't have had to brought you here.
Oh, holy shit! I didn't expect that straight off the bat. And nat 20, he starts straining, and some of the restraints, like the arm restraints, pop. Like, and his arms break free. Let me out of here! Let me out! Pop, pop, and his arms are out.
I just take 2 steps forward and hold my crossbow to him. Don't say anything.
I step by the door and keep guard. Like, basically, like, make sure he doesn't escape through there.
Can you make an intimidation check, please?
Me?
Yes.
Jeez. It's annoying. I hate intimidation. I hate its charisma because I'm not charismatic. Yeah, 5.
Okay.
It's never going to be high, James.
Okay. I need you all to make dex saves, please.
Oh.
As he uses his breath on you.
No.
Didn't you already
A
use
lot.
it?
Yeah, they get 3 now. They get fucking loads.
They get 3? Oh, they get proficiency. Oh, yeah.
I will summon my spirit, my echo next to the door as well. That's the post guard.
Is this before or after he's done his breath?
Well, they can't hit the
I
hole
would've-
actually.
No, you can't. That's a good point.
I need to check something.
So the
Where is
save is, I'll just move away from it, 14. So anyone rolled higher than a 14,
So everyone
or 14 or
except
higher
Kudo.
takes half this.
Ooh,
15, that's
wow,
quite
so
a
it's
lot.
7.
Damn.
High.
And his arms are free, and he's desperately trying to break this thing on his neck. I don't know what you've done to deserve this! And he's scrabbling at his thing on his neck. He's panicking and desperately trying to get out.
Can I try and slap some sense into him?
Well, he's just hit you, like, full in the
Yeah,
chest.
No,
with
but
his breath weapon.
I out of the way.
You still take half.
Yeah, okay.
But, like, if you want to slap it, yeah, you can make an unarmed attack. You have advantage as he's restrained. Oh, I need to unequip his armor. What was
Well,
that?
I'm trying to
Probably
hurt
still-
him. I'm just trying to get him to
Get his-
calm down.
I would say both of those miss because he's very dexterous, even though he's restrained.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
usually you still connect, it just doesn't.
Yeah, he just brushes off his face. Oh no, I don't know what you've done to deserve this, and he starts like swinging his claws at you, trying to like scratch at you. Let's see if he's got claws. Oh, he doesn't have claws. That's
No.
what I thought they
Dragon Ball.
He's
It's like a certain
swinging at
type.
you. Does a 15 hit you, Laffy?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy's doing more damage to you than the fucking paladins did. 2 bludgeoning damage as he like clocks you in the jaw.
As a reaction to that, can I shoot him in the leg?
Yeah,
Oh my
sure.
god.
Make an attack.
I might kill him. This is this is not lethal. If I do.
Wait, what was the damage for the breath? Sorry.
7 and then a 2
2.
for the punch. So, do you shoot him twice, or you?
No, I'm just
that's
advantage.
Yeah, that hits.
I'll say I'm not going to do this with Whisper because it has the right on it, so I'll just do normal.
You can drop the right if you want.
No, I want to keep it up just in case. So 8.
Okay. He screams in pain.
Don't
And
hit
he-
her, or it'll be your last
Let
breath.
me go, you fuckers! I don't know what you've done to you. I didn't do nothing. You dragged me out of the house. You've done this all to me to get this thing off me. And he's going to try and snap the thing that's holding his neck in place. 6. He's still trying to break it.
I'd like to
will
attempt to
go-
use my whip to bound his hands together, like by the wrist.
So they're around the back of his head at the moment. I will allow you to make an attack, but if you miss, it will like start to choke him.
Maybe don't do it.
16. Let me just see what this guy's AC
Well, his
is.
AC would be like
It's
maximum
15.
like 15.
Yeah, that gets. So you managed to do it. His hands are tied, but he's still trying to work this thing. So why are you doing this?
You
You
just
not
want to talk.
Well, fucking let me out. I'm not saying nothing to you. Why you've got me here like this? This isn't fair. This isn't fair.
Well, life isn't fair.
I'm not saying nothing. You fuck off.
Can I try and charm him?
Yeah, he will have advantage on the save though because he's actively being attacked.
Okay.
I mean, fair enough.
So it's DC 13. 17. Yeah, he's like, no, I'm not falling for that. No, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Would you like a cookie?
You want to be let out of this fucking... I can't eat a cookie. I've got my hands trapped around the back of my neck. My
I can
legs
hold it to your
trapped
mouth.
to the chair. No, I don't trust you. It's going to be poisoned.
It's not poisoned. I made
It's
it
not-
myself.
Yeah, they're really
I
Very
don't want it.
good.
And he spits on the floor near your feet.
Ned, this wouldn't be happening if you didn't run away when I asked you to stay with us.
Well, he was being attacked
No,
by all
no, no,
sorts, and
no,
then I
listen.
wake up, you're shaking me, and then you
Slap-
lock me in
slap
a
him
chair
again.
in a fucking torture chamber.
No, listen. You tried to kill him, pointing at Rusty. Little old Rusty probably looks so fucking cute right now, and he's just standing there like gauntlets.
He's actually looking really like confused as to what's going on.
Well,
'cause all
Ned's
he can
just
see-
hit me, so he's probably
Yeah,
furious.
he's kind of like, yeah, this isn't right. But then again, like this guy is tied down to a chair, and the 5 of you are like throwing whips at him, slapping him in the face, and
Azalea's being
shooting
very
him in the leg.
nice. She offered
Yeah.
him a biscuit.
So he's like, I didn't do nothing to him. That was all them in the house. I didn't do nothing. All I did was what I was asked, and I apologized, and I said I was sorry, and I was let go, and now
Right,
I wake
so
up.
if you calm down, we can let you out, but we need information.
I woke up. I was pretty fucking calm when I was unconscious, but yeah, I wake up like this with a bloody needle in my neck.
Because otherwise you run. The needle isn't even in your neck.
I
Lou,
can
did you
feel it here
twist
with
the
my hands.
thing?
What's this? What's this? Is this a torture chamber or is it not? Eh? Look at that shit on the wall. I'm not stupid.
Right, roles reversed, what would you do?
I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have come anywhere near you. What do you mean? What the roles reversed? Why would I want to tie anyone to a chair? What have you ever done to me? Apart
You've
from
run
this
away from
now?
us twice, Ned.
Yeah, I don't fucking like you.
Laffy's hurt.
You don't have to like us. If
Good,
we
I've
could have
never
a
agreed on
civil
that.
conversation.
Oh, civil? Is this a civil conversation with your fucking crossbow bolt in my leg? Very civil, I think.
Didn't need to do that if you weren't squirming.
I'm tied to a friggin' chair. Where do you think I'm gonna go, you prick?
Probably going to
Well,
run away
last
again.
time.
Yes,
Last
I
time
get
you
away
said-
from you, you absolute shite for brains.
You do realise
Yeah.
if you get out of this room, then you know where you are, right?
He doesn't know where he is, so...
I've not got a friggin'. All I
I'm
do.
trying to scare him.
No, I haven't got a clue where I am. All I know is I'm surrounded by people who've tried now twice to kill me. So why would I be inclined to have a
We were
civil
protecting you
conversation?
this time.
Oh, you're real good job. Oh, I can't wait to wake up tomorrow.
Hey, you're
You
not
protect me
dead,
some more.
are you,
You're gonna be
bitch?
hanging me over a friggin' fireplace, spit roasted. I think not.
Well, you're not dead, are you? You could be dead if
Well,
you wanted it.
I've got a fucking arrow in my knee. I'm bleeding.
Can I...
Okay, if this is a civil conversation, how about this? How about you let me go, and then maybe I consider having a civilized
Where'd you
conversation.
go if you won't
Yeah,
fucking
no-
run?
No, this doesn't fly. You know, we gonna let you go if you talk with us,
No.
not the other way around.
Well, I suppose we're going to be here a long time then. I got people looking for me, ain't I? Yeah, they'll find me, they'll get me out. I don't know who any of you fuckers are, but you'll regret it.
The people who you are with tried to kill you now.
I'm not with them anymore, you idiot. Why do you think you'd be trying to kill me if I was still with them?
So then who are you
Christ, you're
with?
thick.
So then who are you with?
I'm not telling you nothing. He's again trying to break out this thing of his back. This is going great, guys. Well done.
16.
16. He like you can hear that there's definitely like there's like a click, and he starts squirming at his neck, and the collar seems to loosen a little bit. He's got a bit more movement in his head. He starts turning around. He's like, "Oh, get out of here! I want to get out of here. You regret it."
I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna grab the arrow and take it out of his leg.
Oof.
And then I'm gonna cure
Okay.
wounds.
I think hearing this is a torture chamber and seeing the bolt, I think Azalea's gonna back towards the door and pop out.
So you rip this arrow out of his leg. He screams in agony.
Oh, that's a good heal.
Yeah.
What a waste.
What devil is that? Oh, second. Damn.
How many of
I
those?
really
you got
hope we are.
One.
One. Okay. You rip this arrow out. It's like he screams in agony. He heals it. He goes, "Just because you healed it doesn't mean it didn't hurt."
What, like this? And then I show him the claw mark on my face.
What do you expect? You got me tied to a chair. How would
What
you
did you
react?
expect? You ran twice!
Running, that really hurts you, doesn't it? That's definitely comparable, isn't it?
I
Shooting
asked
me in the
you-
leg.
I asked you to stay with me and you ran.
Yeah, I don't know
You
you. I
clearly
don't
don't
trust you.
trust me, right? You clearly don't trust me, so why should I trust you?
I'm not asking you to trust me. I'm asking you to let me go.
You can go when we have the information that we need.
I don't want to tell you nothing. It ain't
Well,
worth
then
my
you're
life.
staying, aren't you? You better make yourself comfortable.
I'd love to, but I got a fucking needle in my neck and my arse hanging out the bottom of this chair.
Well,
Yeah,
about your arms, we can
well-
really easily make that warm for you, as warm as you want.
Are you
Just
trying to
give-
intimidate?
Yeah,
Okay, can you make an intimidation check?
of course.
Not that
Intimidation. Okay.
16's not bad, actually.
Do you still have your
I was
advantage?
scared of the
No, you're
of the 6th roll and not of the 12.
Oh yeah, so when you say about like warming him up and his eyes have caught these portable candles, shall we say, on the walls, he suddenly stops. He's like, "So that's it, is it? So this is where the screws come out. I see. Right. Well,
you already tried to kill us once, so I
Twice.
don't think this is. Twice.
twice. When was twice? I don't remember.
I've
twice.
lost count.
Just
I'm
now.
not keeping
Just now.
count.
Self-defense, you pillock.
Yeah, nah.
So what would you do then if you woke up in my position and he lowers his hands from his neck, but the collar now
His hands are
super loose?
chained.
Oh yeah, but he just brings them over his head. They're together.
Yeah, I didn't bound the wrist to anything. They're just like together.
So he brings it out and he starts working like on the well, let's see how well he does it. Let's see if anyone notices. I mean, you will notice now because I've just told you. And he's probably going to roll really good. Yeah, 20. So anyone with a passive perception under 20 can't see that he's trying to wiggle his hands out, even though I've just told you all.
What's blue?
No,
I don't think Blue would notice.
He's like, he puts his hands on there and he just starts like rotating them, and he's like scared and he's like sweating a bit, and he's like the sweat is lubricating. He's like flexing his muscles and stuff, and like the chain is gradually growing looser, and then he'll have a whip in his hands. But yeah, so he's looking at him because right then, if it's a case of being roasted alive, I suppose I've got no opportunity but to answer you, noble adventurers, have I?
I've been called worse. So, questions.
Ned, who do you work for?
Well, at the moment, I am what you might call a freelance, but I'm assuming you're referring to the first time we met, which I was brought under contract or a little employment agreement from a little group of Dragonborns who were calling themselves the Chloride Path.
It's a check.
We know that's true.
So with an 11, I'll say you are not convinced he's being. He sounds quite sarcastic. Let me just roll a thingy. Yeah, I mean, no, he does sound pretty like he sounds authentic, like he's answering a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough.
Specifics, Ned. Who was it? When was it? Why?
Well, do you know them all by name?
No, but it'd be helpful if you want to keep your head.
You make an intimidation check.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20 for 19.
Okay. He starts. Oh, I'll just roll the wisdom save on that. He starts squirming uncomfortably in his seat. He goes, I knew you guys. I knew you can't be trusted. Let's see what is wrong. A 9. Yeah, he's like, his eyes are darting between Kudo and between Wolf, and he starts to really like you can see him actively sweating. Let's just bring it up. So, well, if you must know, it was a bit of, I don't know, tokenism. They saw me. Word gets around. I had in the past worked independently, a bit of muscle for hire, maybe. That's probably the best way of saying it. And because I was a white dragonborn, they thought that I'd be into their weird little cult. To be honest, I don't really care about much for religion. I don't really believe in the hereafter. It's all about the here and now for me. So I was doing the odd job, you know, go between an odd job runner, if you will, and messengers for those guys that were working in the house, as they did whatever they were doing. I, to be honest, didn't know that your little friend there was on the horizon until I got down into those cellars with you. The first time I'd been down there, I hadn't really understood what was going on. I'm not particularly keen on killing unarmed and helpless people, unlike yourselves.
Why did you attack us?
Because it was my job. They'd asked me to, and you were perfectly capable of defending yourselves, quite obviously.
Yeah, and still we spared you.
And I thank you very much for that. But I haven't done nothing to you since, and this is a very weird way to continue that. I thought as I ran away that'd be the last I've seen.
I showed up on your doorstep today, Ned, and I asked you to come with me, and I told you that I wouldn't hurt you, and you ran anyway.
But that was yeah, and
you brought this on yourself.
You ripped an arrow out of my leg.
I didn't do anything.
You ripped an arrow out of my leg,
and I healed you. Do you want me to leave it in there and heal it around the arrow?
I would have preferred that your idiot friend there not put it there in the first place.
I can put it back so it's not the same idiot. Does that count? Does that help you?
I thought I've given you answers to your questions. Why do you continue to threaten me? I'm trying to explain what's happened. I was offered a very lucrative contract there, 500 gold pieces, which would have set me up for life. I would have been quite happy living off that 500 gold. You would have never heard from me ever again. And then you guys arrive and mess it all up. And then I had to give my remaining gold to your little friend over in the corner. And he kind of nods towards Lou. And that the agreement was you'd let me go. And I assumed that would mean I'd never hear from you again. But lo and behold, here you are, a bunch of backstabbing, faithless traitors, the lot of you.
We didn't know that.
It's all fine then, isn't it?
Such a dirty look.
It's all fine then, isn't it? You didn't know that. It's fine. Oh, don't worry.
No, I was saying it. I was saying it.
I didn't get paid to let him go. I got information because he didn't have money, and then.
Technically true.
I wasn't involved in the killings of those kobolds, and nothing in that for me. That wasn't part of my contract. My contract was to protect them, was to keep an eye out, and I was advised that a group of adventurers matching your descriptions would be coming the day before, and then I had a contact, and they told me that you'd be coming up, and we came up with a plan. If you can tell us who the
contact is, we'll let you go.
Well, here's where it gets a little bit unfortunate for you, and maybe for myself, depends on your patience levels, I suppose. I didn't really know who it was. They had a fancy green dragon style cloak and a green dragon mask, but other than that, I don't really know. I'm not quite sure the dragon mask was real. I think it might have been an illusion. Very commanding voice she had, and she came up the night before. The group of them, the what do they end up calling themselves? The Frigid Fangs. Yeah, they seem to know who she was. And
we came up with
it. They're like dwarf size, human size.
I'm going to use advantage.
Okay, let me just roll d20. I mean, his eyes are darting between like the three of you. He's quite scared. It doesn't sound like he's lying. He's concentrating more on remembering the story, and doesn't seem to be. He's not giving you anything.
Can I
specific?
I'm gonna approach him like slowly.
He like recoils like as much as he can,
and like very gently reach to his hands and take Lou's whip off his hands.
Maybe 1 second before you do that. Let's just have to roll this. So as you go, his hands are like you notice that the whip is effectively in his hands. Like his hands are free, and he's holding onto it like a little bit.
He's pretending.
Yeah.
So I like to go to do it anyway to see what he does.
Let's see how smart this fellow is. Let's see. Will it be wisdom?
At least insighting her to see what.
Yeah,
I mean, wisdom is applied intelligence, right? I mean, that's the.
What have I got to roll?
Nothing. He's deciding what he's going to do. He kind of releases his hands.
I'm giving like off the most calming vibes. I'm trying to like keep him calm, like very.
Yeah, like
very,
with the hostile dog you're trying to approach.
Yeah, like when you like walk up to an angry. No, I know, but I'm trying to, you know. It's like good cop, bad cop. I'm trying to be good cop.
He releases the whip and lets you take it, and he's like glaring at you. You know, he probably isn't going to send you a Christmas card.
It's fine.
Okay. So where were we?
He was telling a story. He just.
Oh yeah. So this contact, she very commanding voice. I'd never seen her before. Came down the night before. Told me you someone like you be coming, and then we came up with a plan that I would hide and pretend to be hurt in one of the rooms and play on your sympathies. And then she said, "Oh, it's not going to work. They're pretty smart, or a couple of them are pretty smart." And then she bashed me on the head and gave me that bloody great bruise.
What was the size of this person? Like dwarf-sized, human-sized? Maybe
Well, she was
fairy?
pretty big. She was about as tall as I am. I say she. It could. It was all very mystical, and the voice kept changing. Can't do an impression. I can't do
Okay.
impressions.
Kept changing.
I think it was an illusion of the mask, you see, and his hands kind of like go down to his like start rubbing the like the recently healed hole in his leg, and then like rubbing the shins. And let's see if he can do this subtly. Probably not.
Wolf shot him in the shins, the worst part to be shot at.
Ooh.
I mean,
Oh,
apart
you
from the head
see
and
that he's
any
very clearly
vital
like
organs.
sneaking his hands down to see if he can
Ned.
loosen the bolts on his feet. Well, okay, and his hands come back up to his thighs.
Where did you meet them?
Right, so well, I met them at the house. They came up to the house,
And you don't know where they went.
She gave me an emerald. She said that I was to contact her, or she gave me an emerald, like you know, and we hid it in the house. That after you'd been driven off, that or scared off, rather, that was a hope. That to contact him, to let her know that that you've been scared off, and he kind of looks over to Wolf, and he kind of like he's just got like a smirk on his face. And I know she might not be listening right now, but this is quite interesting. You know, I was given specific instructions for her not to get to her.
What?
Oh yeah. So I was told the one in the masks, the one in the strange mask, that you specifically were not to be too badly hurt.
Why?
Well, I didn't ask. She's bloody terrifying. This,
You
well,
still have
whatever
the
it was, he's
emerald?
absolutely terrifying. This dragon creature looming in front of me, giving me emeralds, and then bashing me on the head.
Ned, do
Don't
you
ask
still have the
questions.
emerald?
No, it was gone when I went back to the house afterwards. We hid in it under one of the floorboards, and no, it was long gone. We couldn't risk it falling. Well, we didn't want you guys picking it up and just thinking it was just a jewel. But I don't know specifics of it. I don't know any. Didn't give me any names. They didn't. They just said a number. It was five of you, and one of them be wearing a mask, and that one was to be driven away, not too badly hurt. The rest of them, when I spoke to Arthur, who was the guy with the staff, who so honourably nicked off his burning corpse, he said that we were to just do away with all of yous. Obviously, that didn't happen, and when I went back and I saw what had happened, then the house is now just unguarded. But you know what? I came back to the city to try again, to start from scratch, and lo and behold, once again, the past is catching up to poor old Ned.
Poor old Ned.
Poor old Ned. And I think the reason those red buggers were after me is because of how probably I was originally contacted.
How were you originally contacted?
Well, there's a small, there's not a great collection of Dragonborns in the sea. There are a few of us, especially white Dragonborns. We're a little bit thin on the ground, and so we tend to stick together. And it was a friend of mine who is a little bit linked up in this. He put me in touch with somebody who wanted. I think he was a bit taken by the old religious drive to replace Algad with a white dragon. Stupid if you ask me, but he said there was job in it, and I introduced me to a lady, the white tigress she was, and I think she was one of their leaders.
Is his neck free yet, by the way?
Oh yeah, it's not free, but it's loose. Like he
Can I
move his
undo
head
it?
as you like he's like really moving his head, like you can like poke his eye out or something. Like,
Do I recognise the name?
White
White Tigers?
No, make a history check, but with disadvantage.
Can I
Use the
roll
hero
for
points
persuasion
really
that I'm
fuck me
not
over.
gonna hurt him?
Oh, never mind.
You haven't heard of this name. If you like to roll persuasion, like I don't know, it'll be a very high DC because he's terrified. Oof, a nat 20. So he kind of reclines a little bit, and I'm assuming there's like a pat on the shoulder, or I won't say caress of the cheek,
No,
But,
just like a look, in my eyes, like trying to give him a look as if to say, like, don't do anything stupid, please. I'm trying to help.
So you release his neck and he kind of like rolls his shoulders a little bit. Yes, right. I've told you all I know. Well, I suppose the last thing, the way if I tell you this, will you let me go?
Yes.
Will you? Because if I tell you this, I don't want a cookie. If I tell you this, I don't care. If I tell you this, my life ain't worth shit. So I need to know I will be protected from this. Because there's only one place they can get this information from, and they know who's going to be giving you this information.
Why don't I like take Wolf like slightly to the side as he's like chatting away, and
just
I'm
like if she's like, I just like gesture to my head.
Like in your head, you hear, maybe we can talk to Swan about him staying here.
She's not currently here, but possibly.
I just don't want him to think that giving us information means that he's gonna die. I feel like we've done enough today.
Yeah, I don't want to do everything else. I can talk to her when she's back, but I don't know where he'd be in the meantime.
Maybe we could.
He's not coming to my house.
I think at this point, after not hearing screaming, Azalea's gonna pop her head back in and then pop back in.
He's not coming to my house.
Is there anywhere here he can stay until Swan gets back?
There are a few. I mean, yes. But I don't...
You would know there are safe houses as well.
Yeah, there are places he can stay.
Okay.
I'll just. Yeah, we'll finish this up.
Maybe tell him that so he's more inclined to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just sort of turn to him. There's a place we can keep you.
Where is this? What kind of place? I ain't staying in here.
Not in this room.
No.
This is a maybe not to him specifically, but this is a safe place.
Oh really? A safe place? Oh well, I can't wait to hear what other safe place you've got. I only got shot in the leg here.
I said not this room specifically.
Yeah, I know, but then you also thought that this is a safe place. Is this not the place you were talking about when you said a safe place?
I said not this room specifically, but this area is a safe place. And you will
not been overly safe for me though, has it?
Yes, it's not. But it could be. If you tell us the last bit of information.
Safer than...
I need assurances because as it stands at the moment, my life ain't worth mud because they knew where my dad was. They were clearly after me in the street and were focusing to try and take me down. So
Ned's legs are still bound. Yeah.
Yeah. If they know, if they've got someone in there who can cast spells, perhaps that knows where I am, they'll be able to find me. And walls may not protect me. I don't know where I don't know where I am. Perhaps this is where you bring anybody who slightly displeases you. But
I'm going to go over to him and start unlocking his legs.
Well, thank you very much for that. But I can do that myself if that's all very well with you. I wouldn't like to
stand up,
please.
Stand up. I'm showing you the area.
He takes his collar from his neck and very reluctantly, he's watching for any of you to you know that kind of thing, that thing where someone puts a gun down and is reach for the gun.
Yeah, well, I mean, I will say Wolf's one of Wolf's hands is hand to the side, but her things tapping the edge of the crossbow.
Yeah. He very reluctantly and very slowly stands up and he's got his hands in front of him, and he's like, "Okay."
I just hold the back of his the scruff of his collar or whatever he's wearing, and just
no need to drag. I can follow.
I'm not dragging you. I'm just making sure you don't move.
I hate the dog.
Run. Well, and I sort of lead out the room, open the door, and show him.
It says, I imagine it's a lot of generic-looking corridors.
I mean, I would
underground.
In my head, yeah, honestly, it's underground. In my head, I imagine a long corridor that goes to the left or the right, doesn't really matter. Opens into a big main chamber. With where the training area is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's that image in my head at least.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So you kind of show him around, and he's like, well, if I'm able to stay here, then until until my name is forgotten, then I suppose I can live with that. Will that be?
you would be in a safe house.
So it won't be here.
It'll be in this area, in this structure. Safe house in this structure.
Right. Okay. And it is safe, right?
It is one of the safest places that I know, if not the safest place I know.
He's going to insight that, and I need you to roll a deception because you know that a family that was placed in a safe house was
I did
found
know that.
and then subsequently killed.
I didn't pop in my mind.
So that's 13.
Shoot, deception.
Yes.
Points.
11. I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay.
But do I have advantage still? Have I used it? Don't believe I
I think
have.
you have.
It's-
No.
No?
I don't. No, I don't think I have.
I don't think you have, no.
There you go.
Okay, so he's like, okay, right. Well, if it is safe, then that's good. Well, if I can say that, then I can tell you exactly where I first met the White Tigress.
Please.
I will warn you, though, she's not a pleasant person to meet. They are fanatical.
So you said she and she, yes?
She, the White Tigress.
Okay, yeah, I'm just making sure. 'Cause you said they.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah. Well, they as the royalty
Okay.
group of
Yeah.
obsessive idiots. Though I never really heard of the red. I knew that they had sects. SECTS.
Yes.
It's my accent. It's a lot
Yeah.
of yes, problem I have a lot. But the if they have their sects, and they have the red dragonborns, the whites, the blacks, the
Greens.
blues, and the greens, and they all are, they all have their own little names. I'm sure you've heard, and they all have their own favorite little dragons. I just didn't want to get involved. They're all mental. How are you? What is it? I know you were fighting those things. Are you going to be wiping them out? Because that would be just that. I don't want to be living here forever. I want to be out and doing. I've got a life I want to lead. I
We are doing our best to remove them.
Right. Well, are you
Either
still
kill or
holding his
capture.
collar?
Yeah, I'm still holding his collar.
He tries to like straighten himself up a little bit, and then he goes, right. Well, then, if this place is safe, then I will give you the address of where I found the White Tigress. But as I say, I would watch out for her because, like those ones that follow her, she's nuts. And he goes, have you got a map handy of the city anywhere?
Yes, and I take him to like. I assume in that big room there's a map.
Yeah. So he points to an area like far to the southwest of the country, in like an area of like let me just remind myself where it is. Yeah, so it's like an area that is generally associated with like monk training.
Mm-hmm.
He points to this particular place. Right, I met her in the back alley of this particular temple here, and it's a temple of the Mountain Breeze, and they are.
Is this in Algadot?
No, this is in Haven Orel. Sorry.
Okay.
This is right at the southwest of the city, much closer to Algadine. They are a group of monks, and they focus on using their abilities to project their cold out. Obviously, you probably saw them when you fought them, and they are quite good at what they do, but they are she thought she was being very smart by leading me around the houses and making me wear a blindfold, but I know the city like the back of my hand. I can tell you full well this is exactly where it is, because 2 streets away there is a bakery that specializes in chili bread, and it's got a very distinctive smell, and so I was able to figure out where that was, and then it led me through, and there's a particular area of cobbled streets there that's very distinctive because the cobbles are quite sharp, and if you go down there in a cart, it knackers the wheel, so you'd never hear carts go down there. And that's how I know where it is. And he looks at you like...
Is there a code or something like that? I asked that in Thieves' Cant.
He looks at you and then he grins and goes, in Thieves' Cant, he says basically what Thieves' Cant is like, kind of like Cockney rhyming slang a little bit. And he says... he looks at you and he looks at you and goes, well, you don't much look like a white shuck of corn to me, and you know that to me that the only people that they would accept in there would be white dragonborns anyway.
I am proficient in illusions.
Well, they are not. I mean, there's a few of yous. I assume that if you're going in there, you're going to be all together. That's a lot, and I say there is that activity that goes on there isn't all just crazed monks that are here to bring about a change in a bloody great white dragon that's going to take over Algadane. It is a actual training place for normal peoples as well. So
how about this? In exchange for the code, because I know there is a code, I will give you this, and I take off my ring of divination protection. Divination free, no more spells to track you down.
Really? Is that what that does?
It is.
Well, I can only tell you the code that I was given, which was a code in response to a specific job. I don't know. I can't promise it'll be worth anything anymore, but I can tell you what it was. So I went to this, and it wasn't for that building either. So I went to another place, knocked on, and then I was taken here. But when we got to that place, there was a very specific knock they had on the door. It was it basically does a shave and a haircut 2-bits knock, which is a dun 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 knock.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a code, but and then he kind of greedily takes the ring off you and tries to put it on his claw.
Does it fit? I mean, I assume it's magical. I assume.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
magical.
He'll need to attune to it, but it will fit.
Yeah. Okay. I really hope I'm not making a mistake with this, and I, in common, now explain why I exchanged the ring with him. Oh boy.
So I was just showing him the map.
Oh, have you done a map?
No, I was showing him the map. Of the
Oh
place
yeah.
and telling him
So I think what we'll do is he's giving you the name of this place, and just so I don't have to keep doing that accent, which I will say is very hard. It's
That's
not hard
also
for
ask
me to,
him
it's
something.
hard for me. Oh, okay, right, okay,
It's fine.
Whatever. I've got it now. I've got it. I can just
Please don't.
like, just like a thief in the night. I can slip right in.
So I say we take him to wherever the safe house is,
Right.
and then
I don't like this colouring. This is the feng shui is not to my liking.
Feng shui.
Feng shui.
I'm just gonna gently try and nudge Ned away from the rest of the group.
Like, do you want to take him to somewhere by yourself, or are you trying to push him down?
No, just me. I just want to talk to him one-on-one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you can just ask the group to leave you alone if you wanted. Or I mean, it's up to you how you want to do it. But yeah,
I mean, I don't think everybody would want to be out of the room, considering he did slash my face, and I
he
want 10
currently
health.
has well, so I wrongly assumed that Dragonborn had unarmed claws.
that's a feat.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But they don't. So he basically he didn't claw at your face as much as just cold swing for you, but hit. Imagine if someone punched you, but with the inside of their fist, so just kind of clocked you on the head. You know what I mean? Just clocked you on. And it's only for 2 damage, but yeah.
I mean, I am on 10 health now, but yeah.
I mean, at one point he was about 3 health points away from dying after you got shot in the leg. Anyway, but yeah, so you kind of I don't know. So the wolf is
just
leading
to the
way.
corner of the room. Yeah.
Oh, just be by the
Out of
door,
earshot.
ready. Yeah, just.
What can I? What is it? What do you want?
I just had a literally just the tiny the little gap between her fingers. Like a little question.
No.
She's holding her fingers up to you know when
Oh
someone's
right, I
tiny.
thought you do
Like
the
this
uwu
big.
Right, sorry.
No.
The teeny. Okay.
Not the uwu fingers. No,
No,
the little
okay.
teeny question.
Right. Well, if I can, I suppose I will.
You know Sissy?
My sissy. Well, not my
Yes.
sissy, but sissy. Yeah, I know. Of course, I know sissy. How'd you
Well-
get sissy?
She's a friend.
Right. I've not seen her in a while, but okay.
I just wanted to ask what happened because she made out things ended on bad terms and didn't really get into it, and I think she regrets it.
Can you make a persuasion check, please? Because this is real. This is a
Personal.
change of gears on the motorway. This is
Yeah.
Does she regret it? I didn't get that impression when I was.
Well, she said, yeah, because when she was talking about him, she was talking fondly of him, and then she was kind of like, oh, and then he just, you know.
right. So 12. That's performance, not persuasion. They're the same thing.
My bad.
Is the number the same?
If the numbers are the same, don't
There we
worry.
go.
Oh yes.
You got this close-up queen.
He's really confused about what.
I mean, I calmed him down before, like, so he knows I'm no threat.
Yeah. It's not that. It's the fact that, as I say, it's such a change of topic. This is like, oh my god.
I doubt we're
going to
see him
tomorrow.
again. Though.
Did you catch EastEnders last night? Kind of thing. So he looks at you and goes, well, it didn't end great because if I'm being very honest, that I thought that I was due better, and after I realised that wasn't the case, I'd already soiled the relationship past the point of return.
Right, okay.
What makes you ask?
She's sort of by herself, and it, you know.
Yeah, she's still got those weird little animals she hangs out with, though, right?
Yeah, there's a very strange rat.
I never got involved in that. She okay?
I think so. I just don't like the idea of people being on their own.
Well, I mean, as I said, this is a very strange thing for me to say, but dare I say, I think she's best off without me. She's got her little niche carved out in the city, and I have had my little niche carved out as a thug for hire, and I don't think that our lives were compatible. And as I said, I thought I was due more as a swashbuckling adventuring type. But when you make those decisions, then you are electing to travel alone. Right.
Okay, well, that was all.
Okay,
And
but
she,
we're
like,
going the same
awkwardly
direction though, right?
Shuffles away.
We're walking together though, right?
No, I assume we were in the room.
That's so
I assumed
awkward.
I assumed
No,
that
she
we
like
were all in the
awkwardly
room.
shuffles back towards the group, like, yep, okay, cool, never
Okay.
mind.
Right.
I just say, as we're about to leave, I just say to Ned in his head.
That was more painful than the arrow shot.
I just say in his head, I don't know who will come in and out of here. Probably not too many people, but there
I'm
is
not-
a.
I thought I wasn't staying in here. I thought I was going somewhere else.
I thought we were already in the.
Oh, right, in
Chamber.
the safe room. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I thought we
Yeah, because he said he didn't like
Yeah.
the feng shui.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was joking. Right, okay.
Well,
He's looking around. He's nosing around. It's very functional. It's kind of like, in fact, it would be the kind of like a carbon copy of your house. So it's that same kind of thing. But like absolutely no decoration. The bed is super functional. There's no food in there at all. It's underground, so it doesn't get any light apart from like candles. And he kind of like sits on the bed, just looking a bit like forlorn, for lack of a better word.
yeah.
And he kind of sits there and puts his head in his hands and goes, right, well, I suppose then, but you say people might come in here.
A few people of my order. None of them. I don't think mean any harm.
Could you not tell them that I'm in here? Because do I?
No,
not
I will tell them, but I mean,
Okay.
they might want to talk to you.
I see. Well, there's not a lot else I can tell you from you.
Yeah,
so-
they just might want to reiterate the information.
Right. Okay,
But
great.
there
Well,
is
I look forward to that.
There's a woman who, very tall, white hair like me, green makeup. She'll introduce herself. She might be a bit blunt.
Or so how blunt are we talking? Like blunt force trauma? Or
Probably
just
both.
A bit rude? Right. Fucking wonderful. This door's got a lock on it though, right?
Yeah,
Right.
but
okay.
I mean, if they want to get in this lock, they will break it down.
Right, so again, not really much of a safe room, is it?
Well, they have keys. They can get in, but no one else can.
Right. Well, I suppose if you need me, I'll be in here.
Just don't get any funny ideas.
He's like closing the door on you, like as you go in there.
Don't get any funny ideas, and I just walk out.
Right, bye, dickhead. Closes the door.
I just take like a massive sigh. I just stand
Do all
there,
over again.
just like stand there for like a solid 10 seconds, just looking nowhere, pretty much. Just.
You okay?
Yeah, fine. She's not fine. Don't need to roll an insight check. She's not fine. I need to. I want to go home.
Back to your house?
For now.
Okay, we could.
If that's okay with everyone. I mean, I could just go back. I need to.
Kind of looking at everyone else like.
Nah,
Guys?
that's okay. I need to rest really badly, so.
I won't be returning to Wolf's house. I have something I need to take care of.
Okay. Azalea, do you wanna?
Mate, I might go see if the Silverhook are alright.
Okay.
Well, we'll be in the house, so just no, we'll let you in. Ross, are you coming with us?
He's following Laffy. He's
Okay. I just had to ask. Well, we'll see you later then.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Just sort of starts to, just like everyone walks out and then I guess goes separate directions.
okay. So you've got Lou going somewhere, Kudo, Laffy, and Wolf, and Rusty going to Wolf's house.
I think as they leave, I do want to try and pull Kudo and be like, no, leave them to her.
Okay.
You-
Oh, so right, I see. So
Kudo's like half dead.
it's like hanging on by a thread. Like you know, I was nearly killed, right?
Do you have anywhere where I can sleep?
Well, that's why I'm going to the
Well, I know,
Silverhook.
there's
think we might have
about-
spare beds.
Well, then let's just go there.
Stelia's a great wind woman.
Well, also, I'm like, you clearly look very distraught. I'm like, you need to have some alone time. To
Oh
talk.
yeah, they say he doesn't
Yeah.
know the information that Wolf got.
Yeah.
No, but you just look upset.
She's very upset.
Like you're about to have a mental breakdown.
I mean,
She's always one step away from that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Living on the edge, baby.
That should be in Wolf's house as like a poster. Instead of live, laugh, love, it's living on
Yeah.
the edge.
Living on the edge of a breakdown, baby.
Oh,
Gonna
well,
make that poster.
we'll see you soon then. Just starts to walk on.
Okay.
Cool.
So let's think. So let's go to Lou first, because she's the one who is doing something a little different. Lou, where are you going? What's going on? What's going on with you?
What's going
I
on
go
with you,
to
girl?
a very familiar wizard and attempt to get another ring because if she can't get another one, she's going to get into paranoia version 5, and it's not going to be pretty.
Okay. Right. So you're heading off to. Oh, what was her name now? Oh, let me just check my notes.
I might have it in my notes.
Prelude. Nope. Game.
Was it the person that he met before? Olivia.
Olivia. Yes, I think it's Olivia.
Lou goes to meet a divination wizard named Olivia.
Olivia, that's one. So yeah, I'd have to go through loads of my tabs to find out. So thank you for that.
I take
So,
notes.
yeah, I do too.
I
But
do
it's, just,
not.
it's buried. One of the main reasons I record is so I don't actually have to take that many notes. Olivia, yes, you head over to Olivia's house. You are still in the get-up you went to meet the Blackrock Tally, and you're disguise. Are you making any effort to change
The difference
that? Or...
between my disguise and my normal attire is a piece of cloth I have wrapped around my face, hiding everything but my eyes.
Yeah.
So I just take that off like midway.
Okay, so you head over to Olivia's house. She's quite a distinctive house. Usually there's like a vague smell of like sage burning, or like incense, that kind of thing. It's got like like hippy dippy kind of vibes coming from it. Today it's like quite pungently sagey, like she's been doing some rituals and stuff. The door is closed, but as you approach it, obviously. Yeah, so as you knock on the door, it swings open.
Me again.
There is no immediate answer.
No. Remember me? Oh, there's no one at the door?
There's no one. When you knock on the door, the door just swings open. Like it's not locked.
By itself.
Yeah. Like, well, you not by itself. Like you knock on the door and you're
Magic.
knocking over the door.
Yeah, I slowly enter the house. I keep an eye out for Olivia.
Yeah. So the house is a bit messier than last time. There's like books open all over the floor. And like all of the books are open at different pages. Obviously, they're all open at different pages, all different books. But there's like lines and like phrases, like circled books of like loads of divination equipment, and then there's this chalkboard in the background that's covered with all this writing, and in the middle of it is the word consumer with a big question mark. And then on the flipping off from it, all of these weird little phrases that don't seem to at first mean anything. Just like these, almost like a Pinterest board of quotes that just weird abstract quotes. And as you kind of notice that, she walks through the room with a nose deep in this book, muttering to herself, and like she hasn't even noticed you.
It's me, Lou.
Oh, dear, jeez. Oh, sorry, my dear. I've been quite distracted. She slams the book, and it's one of those really meaty books, and it makes that really satisfying thump down the sheet. In fact, I might have a book I can do it with here, so I don't like this. This is the first time we're doing Foley here, so let me see if I can. This one.
D&D.
Hang on, this book is like pretty much new, so I don't think I can do this with one hand. But this is the kind of noise. Oh, piss off, ducks cover. Like this is kind of noise. Like that. That was definitely worth it.
Yeah.
And so she slams this book shut, and she kind of tries to tidy her hair. She's got like tea stains all down her dress, and her eyes are looking a little bit wild and boggled. She glances at the chalkboard, and she turns around to you, and she kind of, it's one of those reversible chalkboards, so she just flips it over, and she looks at you, and she goes, "Sorry, my dear, I was distracted. How can I? Yes, at your service. Would you a cup of tea, coffee, cake?"
I wouldn't say no to cake.
Come with me. And she takes you into the kitchen, and it's like, this woman's been eating a lot of girl dinner, just like crackers, like half-eaten sandwiches. Like she's been snacking what looks like a few days. There's like very, very little in like open space. There's I don't want to say like takeaway boxes, but that kind of vibe of food. Like half-finished food in like small piles that she's only been eating when she realizes she's hungry, and she has been gobbling stuff down and then forgetting about it. And she starts going around, and she starts opening cupboards. I'm so sorry about the mess. It's been a busy few days. Here we are. Fruitcake. Here you are. Cuts off a slice and hands you some fruitcake on. She looks around for sort of like a clean plate, and she finds the cleanest plate she can, and she hands it to you.
Thank you very much, but you don't have to go through all the effort. I am not the judge about anything really.
Well, it's and you like, she cuts herself some fruitcake, puts it down, and then starts like trying to like clear some space so she can get a kettle boiling. Sorry, my dear, as I say, I've been quite preoccupied over the last few days. Is there anything I can help with? How did your have we seen? Yes, I've seen you since then. What? I said it's been a few days, I suppose, since you've left. It's been since your last day. It's been. Oh, I feel like it's been all go. What day is it now? And she kind of like thinks to herself, and she's only been like 2 or 3 days since you've seen her. Like it's not been long since you've been to this lady's house, but like this is like 2 or 3 days of like like accumulated crap kind of thing.
Yeah, it has been 3 days since we last seen each other.
Oh, how time flies when one is busy. Yes. So, how goes the hunt? I can't remember what you were doing last time you were here now, or what it was you were trying to do.
Things have been going well. Unfortunately, I had to part with the ring you gave me.
Oh, that's
and I was
a shame.
wondering if I could. Yeah, I was wondering if I could buy another one from you.
Well, I don't have one ready, I'm afraid. I wasn't expecting you to give it away. I do hope it was for a good reason. They are not easy to come by. I could try and create another one, but I'm slightly out of my skill set.
Don't worry. You help me more than enough. It's not a bother.
Well, I can try. I may reach out to some contacts I have to see if there's anything they can do. It won't be cheap though. It would be. It was quite a powerful magical item you've just given away.
Yeah, well, fair.
Well,
no good deed goes unpunished.
No, very, very true, very true. So, why, may I ask, did you give it away?
I screwed over someone, and I feel that I had to make.
Well, it's good that you're taking responsibility for your actions, even if I will say it put you in maybe no small amount of danger. How to put it, William will definitely still be looking for you. He's if he's not found you using divination techniques, I can only make guesses at what he's doing to be able to pin you down. But now you've lost the ring, I don't know. You just have to hope that he's grown tired of divination searches and has moved on to other, maybe less reliable methods.
I can only hope. Oh, I shouldn't have given the ring away. Sorry, I tried to change some stuff. I don't think it's going well.
What isn't going well? Are you changing, or the things themselves?
I've tried to change a lot of things, and I don't know if it's a good idea or the best thing to do right now.
Well, change is one of the few constants in the world. Everything changes all the time. That's why I got into divination, just to see if I could get ahead of it. But no, I'm afraid I've got some rituals that I need to do. I will add this to the top of my list to reach out to see if I can get you another ring. And she makes a little note and slaps it on the front of a fridge, which is just covered in post-it notes.
Fridges exist?
You know what I mean. Her cold box. Her cold box.
Fridge, dude. It's a fantasy fridge.
It's a fantasy fridge, yeah. Fuck you. Yeah. Fantasy smeg fridge.
I love how you were more concerned about fridges existing than post-it notes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's true.
It's easier. You just grab.
Yeah, she licks a bit of paper,
thinking
and
like
slaps
that,
it
you
on,
take
and
a
it's like,
piece
get
of
rid
parchment.
of it.
Boil
Yeah.
down some horses and you can make glue. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So she goes, well, if you don't mind, I must get back to it. But if I can get you a ring, now I can get in touch with you. I will be. And she starts kind of leading you to the door. Her cake is completely forgotten, and the cake that she gave you was quite stale. And as she's kind of like bustling you to the door.
Before I go,
Oh yeah.
if William or an acquaintance of him arrives at this place and asks for me, I don't want you to cover up for me, because that man has no limit in seeking the things he
you have
wants.
reminded me. I have seen Leia
In town?
in town. She came yesterday or the day before yesterday. I think she asked, and then she said that she was looking for you, but I said I hadn't seen you. I don't know if she believed me, and it's completely slipped my mind. Sorry, I can't believe that slipped my mind. And she looks like looking around like she's just seeing this mess for the first time. And she's like, I'm scatterbrained at the moment. There's been a lot going on, lots of prophecy to make sense of, and lots of visions to try and nail down.
Thank you for your help, and I walk out.
Right, so we will cut then to let's get Wolf and Laffy out of the way. With Rusty, not out of the way, but you know, I gives me a chance to prepare my accents for the Silver Hook. As you cut to those guys, how I picture it, and correct me if I'm wrong, is Laffy's kind of leading the way, almost dragging Wolf along.
I think Wolf is she's walking. She's not being dragged, but she's just
silent.
Yeah, she's just like looking down the floor. She knows the way, and I guess Laffy is
She's such a chatterbox normally.
Ha ha ha. But you know what I mean. She's not. She's just very in her own head.
Laffy would be like stressed, silent, like talking to herself in her head, like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Like just not wanting to say anything and being like, okay, and I don't know what Rusty would be doing.
Oblivious.
Just like
actually,
walking
no, I
past
won't
the
say
fight.
he's oblivious. He's probably a little bit stressed out. Actually, he wasn't super happy with like what happened with Ned. Like he saw it all, and it was. I think for him, he feels it was like really out of character for most of it. And he saw how scared of you Ned was, especially at first. Yeah, because like he was terrified of everyone. And then, like, you pulled the arrow out, like, you ripped the arrow out of his leg, and I know you healed it, but, like, that clearly hurt. And, you know, this guy was helpless. And, like, I know he attacked you, but, like, Rusty he's a little bit contemplative, like, you know, like, oh, we're the bad guys? Kind of, not quite that bad, but, like...
the baddies.
He's like...
Realization that his mother isn't perfect. I assume.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, he's like
he
kind of like put everyone up on this pedestal, and then he's seen not the fall, but like how far people are prepared to go. Especially like Wolf shooting someone in a chair, like just shooting them in the leg, was like a real shock to him. He's a little bit innocent. He doesn't really operate in shades of grey. So he's like walking along, and he's quite he's thinking about it.
What's the word?
Contemplative.
Contemplative.
It doesn't sound right. Contemplative. That's it. Sorry, I couldn't get the word out. So he's very much thinking about what he's seen and trying to come to terms with it.
I guess maybe moving the map to Wolves. I don't know. Just because I've been looking at this I've just been looking at this for.
Oh yeah, if you're looking out for it. So I don't often look at the Roll20 unless I'm actively using it.
Well, I have it on my big screen.
Oh yeah, I'll change it for you then. So let's get a nice change of small apartment.
No.
Oh, well, it's got people in it. Let's get this.
Why are they here?
Thought I got rid of you, motherfuckers.
Deleted me.
Oh, sorry. There we go. There we go. Yes, Rusty is not jumping in the bed. He's gonna sit down like on the sofa. In fact, I think he's gonna sit down like. Usually we'd be hanging around Laffy, but he's like probably like not pouring at the window, but just like staring outside, like kind of wistfully. Thinking about it. He's been not unusually quiet because he's not very talkative, but he's been very quiet.
Great, Laffy the therapist is here. Jesus Christ. Right. What's Wolf doing?
I think when she goes in, she just sort of like instinctively, goes onto the. I think she just sits on the sofa and just like fully like collapses into it. It's just like takes a massive breath out, and it's just like getting rid of all the makeup and like the wig, whatever she had on, like the disguise, and it's just like sitting there, just trying to collect herself, but not break down.
Oh, stress. Okay. I feel like seeing Wolf upset and not talking the whole way here, Laffy would be like, I'm gonna give her a minute. Just gonna, step out, open the balcony door and like gesture for Rusty to come out.
Yeah. Rusty comes out and he's very much like, he's got kind of an autopilot. I will say this though, this plays in very nicely to what something I wanted to like try and crowbar in. As you're kind of sat outside, Rusty is, like staring down, trying to thinking about what he's seen and like trying to fit what he's seen into morals. Like, maybe Ned was really naughty, but then why have we put him in the nice house? Like, and he's trying to figure it out. Wolf's preoccupied, she's having a minor breakdown on the sofa. You're stressed about, like, obviously the kind of the tension in the air. As you kind of turn around, it's still like mid-afternoon, and I don't know what they're called, but when sunlight breaks through the clouds and you see like the shafts of light, I think they probably are just the shafts of light. Those you see some of them, and out of the corner of your eye, you see some movement in one of them, and it's a very, very, very faint chicken. Super faint. You've not, like, since he gave you some power almost like 5 days ago, you've not seen him at all. You've not heard from him, you've not seen him, and it's like it's kind of like he, his opacity's turned right down. He's like
4%.
Yeah, he's made out of like cellophane. He's just, he's barely visible.
Is he like in front of me though?
He's a little bit, and he's like flapping. Like not in the breeze. There's no breeze to speak of, but he's like moving about in it, and sometimes coming closer, sometimes further away. But as he moves out of this shaft of light, you can't see him anyway. It's kind of like as he goes through the shafts of light, and the texture of the light changes is when you can see him.
And I like hold my hands out open.
Is this a butterfly?
Is this a bird? Literally.
Yes.
Is this a bird?
As he lands on your hands, and as before, there's like a surprising amount of weight and like, I don't think gravitas, but it's like, you can feel it, and it's like, for such a small creature. I don't know if you've ever like held a bird, like not a baby bird, but like have had a bird, like if you've ever been like falconry or anything
I've
like
had
that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're really heavy. Like for something that flies, like they're a lot heavier than you think they will be. And it lands in your hands, and you feel it there. And the minute he touches your skin, you can very, very faintly hear his voice in your head, like, you hear me? Like that. And it's clearer now he's landed on you, but it sounds drawn and tired and exhausted.
I'm gonna like bring him like closer to like bring my hands like towards my chest and just like look down at this very sort of faded, barely there butterfly and just be like, I can hear you.
I thought I'd lost you. I gave you all I could, and then I couldn't reach you anymore.
I'm sorry.
Thought you'd forgotten about me.
No, there's a lot's happened.
I can't see much or hear much anymore. I'm apart.
How can I help you?
I'm not sure you could. I need to be brought here. I need to be more here with you. I'm not from here. I need to find my way here.
Where are you?
There's like this. My essence is from outside, and to be here is an effort, and maybe there is a way to make me less outside and more here.
How do I do that?
There's quiet for a minute as he's clearly thinking about that. If there was a place of power here that pinned this place to another plane, I could see if the doors would open to me there, or items. A shard.
Know of anywhere?
Roll a Arcana check.
Yes. Proficiency.
Yes.
22. Obviously, I have a murder arc. Yeah. I know the voice is super creepy. It's meant to be. So, because I can't do high pitched. So, you think about what he's saying and what there is in the universe of Dungeons and Dragons is there's this thing called the Great Wheel, where all the planes are like interconnected and stuff. And what you take from what he's saying is he's from one part, he's from one place. He's trying to be in another, but he is like projecting himself there. And he hasn't had to surrender some of his power to give you like a juicy boost. And he's asking for like a place where two worlds collide to see if that doorway would open for him. And do you think about it for a moment? And like the easiest place you can think of is the Feywild. That is a place that is often connected to what we call the prime material plane, which is the main like universe. The Feywild is like a mirror image of our world, but daffy. It's Wonderland.
Daffy
it's
and
Neverland. Yeah, it's a not a dark reflection. It's a kind of like an emotional reflection that is powered by imagination. Some people think that's where magic originally came from. Elves definitely came from the Feywild originally. That kind of thing. They generally would be the easiest places to do it. You don't know of anywhere right now. Like you can't turn around a corner, but connections to the Feywild are often connected with like druids and nature. Some people specialize in finding these things, but there are other things as well, like there are gates to elemental planes, so like gates to the elemental plane of fire or water, that kind of thing would do. There are items like shards of these worlds that exist in the world that you could perhaps use to find these locations or use them because they are something from another place that's been brought into this plane. Like a Ganassi is like an elemental person, like with elemental heritage, or an infernal person, like a tiefling, that kind of thing. So that's kind of what he's asking for, something to help him like triangulate where he wants to be, something to help. But he's like looking to like GPS his way into, to be more here.
Yeah. I think she'd just ask, like, how long do I have?
I can hold on, but the longer you leave it, the harder it will be for me to come back. If you find a shard of another universe, I may be able to use it to regain my place here.
Okay, I'll look.
Thank you, Laffy. And it kind of like fades away, and the weight in your hand evaporates, and there's there's like a glow, like a twinkling in the air as whatever structure was there is briefly dispersed.
She just lets out like a long sigh, and like rubs her temples, and she's like, whew.
Rusty like tugs on your skirt a little bit.
Hey, buddy.
Is everything okay?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Well, it's just
She crouches, gets down to his level.
I've seen that there's been fights before, but I've never seen a fight where someone couldn't fight back. But he was the bad guy, right?
No. That was... She, sits down, on her knees, almost. When you, sit in a heap on your knees. And she's like... That probably wasn't the best thing to happen. I think things got a little bit out of control.
But we're still the good guys, right?
We're trying to do the right thing, but I think today was a lot for a lot of people.
Yeah. Would you like a hug?
I'd love a hug.
He'd give you a big hug, a big hug, and goes, "Do you think Wolf would like a hug, or shall we let her rest?"
I think if we give her a couple of minutes, I'll go in and chat with her, and then you can come in and give her a really big hug. Yeah?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
He starts psyching himself up.
Yeah. And she's just still on the floor. She's like, Rusty.
Yes.
You know that the people in the market who attacked us and Ned?
The dragon guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think whether or not to tell him. You remember where I found you?
Yes.
So those people were trying to take you. And that's why I got really angry. Do you remember when I got really angry?
Yes, I remember, yes.
And Ned was working for the bad guys, but I don't know if he's bad. So the reason that we, she looks really awkward, is because we needed to get information to try and keep you safe.
I keep you guys safe now, that's what I do now.
I know, but it's not fair for you to just keep us safe. We have to protect you too. That's what friends do, isn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Well, the dragon people, they were there when you found me. I don't remember them.
Do you remember much from where we found you?
No. I never really thought, because what happened then doesn't matter. Before it doesn't matter, it's only since that it matters.
Oh, I love him so much. Well, I'll try and make sure that nothing else happens like this. Because it's not nice.
I'll just have to get better with my sword.
You're very good with your sword. You did a really good job today.
Thanks. I'll practice even harder. I'll practice even more, so I can make sure that these people are never gonna upset Wolf and you again.
She just pulls him into another hug, and then she's like, "Well, speaking of Wolf, I'm gonna go make sure she's okay."
Okay, let me know when I can come in. And he starts practicing his swordplay on the balcony. And he is actually very adept at, he's been whiffing a lot, but he is a competent swordsman. He's not especially talented, but he's
very talented.
No, but he's got a +6. He should be okay. Law of Averages says he should be okay. But he rolls dog shit.
I think it's about half and half.
It's a plant pot.
I don't think he hit anything until he fought the plant that had an AC of 12.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did really bad.
Well, I think he hit the whales, but he didn't do any damage.
Oh, that was, of course, it was all immune to it. Yeah. So he has a real on and off thing. But he's starting to practice, and he will soon get very good because
We
he
need to
gets
we need to
ASIs.
make him one of them training dummies, you know, like the sandbags on a stick.
Well, next level he gets another ASI, another ability score increase, and suddenly he'll become very dangerous
And when would that be?
when he levels up next.
That's my boy.
No, we level up.
Laffy's just gonna like nudge the door open ever so slightly and like peek in. Just look over at Wolf.
You see Wolf sitting there, sort of with like that candle on, just to get a bit of light in here.
It's still mid-afternoon. It's like
Yeah,
light outside.
Yeah, but I assume like the window's probably the curtain's probably closed a bit. But she is she in her hand she's shakily holding the letter that Laffy gave back to her after she dropped it, and she's had it out a few times, and she is just like sort of like crying onto the parchment.
She's gonna like really awkwardly, like when she leans in, she's gonna say, "Knock knock."
She don't have to say that.
Can I sit down?
Yeah, of course.
So she like sits like on the like furthest part of the sofa, so she's not like making you like stressed, and she's just like twiddling her thumbs, like.
She's like wipes a few tears and just looks up.
Do you want to talk about it?
Not sure.
You don't have to. I'm here if you do.
Just it's a lot today. I feel. I don't know how I feel.
Overwhelmed?
Yeah, very. I feel bad for doing what I did.
With Ned?
Yeah, and before they attacked the Dragonborn. They attacked us, but I shouldn't have killed them. I wasn't thinking.
She like looks a little bit awkward, and she's like, "Well, they would have probably done it themselves if you didn't."
Yeah, maybe. So much is going on, and I don't know what's happening. I want to protect you. I want to do what I've been brought up to do. I want to make the right decisions, but I can't help but feel I always make the wrong ones.
She like shuffles a little bit closer on the sofa and like reaches over to take one of your hands.
Yeah, she lets it. It's so much, and before I met you and everyone else, I feel really bad. She was one of my best friends, if not my only friend before. And I can't. I want to. She's gone.
I mean, no one's ever really gone.
Yeah.
You have memories. That's something.
But
trust me, as somebody who doesn't have a lot, I'm very grateful for the ones that I have with all of you.
I'm grateful for the ones that I now have with. Sometimes I feel like I have too many memories. Some that aren't my own. I just want to keep everyone safe, but
it's not your job to keep everybody safe.
But it's not my job, it's me. I have watched too many bad things happen to not do my best to keep people safe.
I think I'm not really the best person to give advice on things like this. But you remember what Ned said about... You weren't there, I don't think. I spoke to him about Sissy.
Yeah.
And he said something about not living in the past and like focusing on the present.
Well, it's difficult not to live in the past when the past is literally in my mind every night.
Is that what your nightmares are about?
Yeah. I dream of the past and things that happened before. Not to me, but to others.
Oh.
I just... I need... I do need to stop living. I need to stop living in the past, but I mean, that's what I told Swan. But when it's literally facing me every time I close my eyes and try to fall asleep, it's not easy.
No, I can't imagine.
I'm just
Maybe
grateful. I'm grateful for you, grateful for everyone.
Mhm.
I don't feel like I deserve it. So
Well, it sounds like you've dealt with and are still dealing with a lot, so I wouldn't say that you don't deserve it. I think that you deserve better than this.
I think you deserve to remember to see what happened before. But I can't help but feel bad. The name I used, the fake name was Lily. That was her name.
Oh, I didn't know.
And I want to... I can't... I don't know. Like, I can't lose anyone else.
I can't imagine how you feel, because I've not lost anybody, I don't think. But I can understand how hard it would be if I was to lose any of you. Especially you. But we're here. Whatever you need. Lou, I'm not sure about. She's a bit of a funny one. But she still cares. Even if she doesn't show it.
I don't make friends with people quickly, but I trust you unconditionally. And I think nothing bad can happen to you.
I mean, I'll try.
Nothing bad will happen to you while I am here, okay?
Mhm.
I'll do everything in my power to make sure you're okay.
Do you want a hug?
Yes.
She like leans in.
And she just like starts like quietly crying.
I feel like Rusty's like peeking his head
I
in.
think he is, yeah.
Not now, not now.
Is Rusty peeking in?
He's been waiting to be let in, yeah.
And I think after like a minute of just like quietly hugging, Wolf's just gonna kiss Laffy on the forehead. I need to sleep, but I don't want to sleep.
Well, I'll be here. If you have a bad dream, I can wake you up. And I think Rusty really wants to give you a big hug.
Okay.
Rusty!
So have you ever seen a dog try to run across like a tiled floor?
Like,
Like Scrabbles.
Yeah, scrabbles across the floor, like loses his footing, and like he hits you with all the speed he can muster, and he just like it's like he's not to hurt you. Obviously, he like
Yeah.
runs in, like, and
He
it's
dives
almost
on.
like a rugby tackle, but he like
Oh.
dives on top of you and gives you a big hug and squeezes. Yeah. Don't worry, Wolf. I'll protect you. You don't have to be scared anymore.
Oh my
No.
god.
And
I fucking love him.
Out loud, Wolf says, "Thank you, Rusty."
Yeah, and he like he hugs you for. Again, I don't know what things people's experience for this is, but children are very bad at gauging how long hugs should last for.
Yeah.
This lasts for about 45 seconds longer than is strictly socially appropriate. And like you clearly want to get off, like, but he's and then he kind of lets go and he goes, if Laffy can watch you make sure you don't have nightmares, and I'll guard the house and I'll sleep on the sofa tonight
So
for one night.
somehow
You can have my bed, Wolf.
Rusty.
I need to do
Yes.
this. I'm really sorry.
My bed.
Yeah, my bed. That's what I said.
I need to do this. I'm really
Wolf's
sorry.
bed.
No,
Where is
wolves don't have beds.
Somehow you managed to adopt a child before you were even
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry
Rusty's
about
the
that.
wingman.
I will guard the house, and I will make sure that the others don't disturb you. You look like you need a sleep.
I feel like I haven't slept in months.
Yes.
One sleep, please.
It looks,
You know, if something goes on, Rusty's gonna be like, Laffy's being attacked.
Yeah.
We've had me and Beth
We
had
had
this
this
conversation.
conversation.
We've had this conversation.
Like banging on the door, like guys.
What is the time?
I mean, I was thinking about this earlier. I'm gonna say it's mid to late afternoon. I'm gonna say like
It's like
dinner
6.
time. Yeah.
We'll just
I mean,
gonna.
Rusty's just make food.
We'll
She'll
just gonna.
probably make you some food.
Yeah, great. We'll very much enjoy that.
Yeah.
Wolf probably doesn't eat
We'll
good meals.
we'll fade to black there though in a while.
I'll say that the last thing that Wolf does until Fade to Black, she just goes outside and picks one of the other lilies, and just like she just like sort of stands next to Laffy, helping where she can in the kitchen, just sort of like looking down at the flower, just not.
Can
just
you?
quietly.
Okay. Can you make
Yeah.
a cooking check? Do you have cooking tool proficiency?
Me? Yeah.
No. Wolf.
Oh.
Me? What am I
Yeah.
doing? I'm just helping.
Yeah. I'll find out if you are helping.
Oh.
Because
I don't have proficiency.
Libby helps me in the kitchen every fucking day, and I tell you what.
Well,
she does not
I think. Well, she's just like listening to like if Laffy needs an extra hand, so just like help. She's not ready to
Yeah,
do.
I know.
Potatoes and stuff like that.
So she doesn't have proficiency. I guess like straight wisdom or something.
Just straight wisdom, yeah.
So what's the
Oh.
8? So
I mean, I think it is in character for you to be kind of like a little bit more of you're not getting in her way all the time, but like you often find that she turns around and like you're in just the wrong spot for like half a second, and like it's very clear you're trying to help.
yeah.
Rusty is getting the sofa
Eating the
comfortable. He's getting the sofa comfortable and waiting for his dino nuggies. But we'll cut to Azalea and Kudo in the Silver Hook as they head over there. The Silver Hook rooms are at the moment somewhat quieter than normal. Timothy and Cal are still out. They haven't returned yet. And so in there is Jericho, who is the halfling paladin, who is he's going through letters and looking at prospective job offers, that kind of thing. And there's this smell of bacon coming from like the upstairs room. So you guys, are you walking in, or are you just like were you saying you were going there to give Wolf some time, or what is it you're actually doing?
If there's a bed, I will go there.
Yeah, Wolf's house is very small, and in case something is happening, I don't. I think we would probably want to sleep elsewhere for the night.
If they are
if
being
they're clapping
attacked,
cheeks, you don't want to hear it. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There's also the matter of Rusty. Like, he would be screaming in the house like, "Laffy's being attacked! She's been strangled!"
I don't think I've said before. I think it would look like Laffy was attacking Wolf.
Yeah.
Laffy's definitely the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we won't focus on that too much. I'll let you all fill in the blanks. What's happening as we fade into black there. But if you are going to Silverhook, there are like their area. In fact, I've just been looking at a map for it, and I will drag you to it. I don't know if there's anything on this map that you shouldn't see, but I've used this previously for an old campaign, so there may be random like figures on there. Just ignore them. This is like the Silverhook's study area. And it's like there's this is completely wrong. It's about that size. Yeah, I didn't zoom in on this, so just ignore this. This is completely wrong. But there is a lot of yeah.
Am I the only one who only sees white?
I can't see anything. Yeah.
Oh, I can see things.
Zoom out or zoom in. Yeah,
I've gone both ways
it's not
and
great.
got
This is not a great map actually. I
Yeah,
thought it looked better than this. It's an old destroyed town hall, so it's quite a big room. There's many different rooms. You walk in, Jericho glances up and goes. He recognizes. In fact, this is a weird one because like Kudo hadn't met him before, but he was certainly recognized Azalea, and he smiles when he sees you. And he hasn't done a lot of talking, Jericho, even though he has quite a high charisma. He has been quite quiet. It's like, Azalea. Nice to see you again. And he kind of looks at Kudo, and he kind of peers around to see if anyone else is coming. And then when he sees it's just the two of you, he like noticeably relaxes. And he goes, "This is just the two of you?"
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you met Kudo?
I think you were here the other day, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, no. Apologies. No. And he stands up to his full height of 4'4", and walks over. He's about the same height as you, and he extends his hand very formally. He goes, Jericho Smooth Hands, Silverhook at your service. He kind of inclines his head very formally.
Kudo.
I must say, Mr. Kudo, you look like you've been through the war somewhat.
Yes, I was.
Yes, would you like to come in? Sit down, make yourself at home if you wish. There is a small alcove you may take a rest in over here. Any friend of Azalea's is a friend of mine. You'll have to excuse me.
Thank you very much. That sounds very comforting.
Yes.
But I do smell some bacon. Which,
no, baking. Yes, yeah, baking. Bacon. We had bacon earlier. I'm afraid. I'll have to see. You'll have to excuse me. We're a little bit at 6s and 7s at the moment. Riptide has got it into her head that she must learn how to make bread. So I will see if it's safe to enter the kitchen because there's a batch that went quite wrong earlier, and she threw it at my head when I laughed at her. So bear with me one moment. I'll just see if it's safe.
Oh, maybe we can use those. One of our friends doesn't really have a home. Maybe we can use those as bricks.
Yes. Be sure not to say that to her. She may accidentally kill you. Yes, she's quite sensitive about it. Bear with me. I will get you. Would you like some refreshments?
I'm taking the alcove.
Yes. Would you like a glass of water? Something to eat?
Yes.
Coffee. Yes. Okay. I'll be back in a moment.
Not coffee, please.
Not coffee.
That's
Horlicks. Yes. Okay. Horlicks is like a hot malt drink. I don't know if you have them into. It's I don't know. Kids love it. I think it's disgusting.
It's pretty nasty.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. So he disappears for a few minutes, leaving you two in the room for a brief period.
She's hot and can cook. Wow.
Because Azalea said that, but Amber said that.
Amber says that.
So you look at the wall and you can see the dints where the bread has hit the wall, and like maybe she is hot, but can she cook? That's really up for debate.
Look, she's trying.
She's definitely trying. You pick up one of these buns that she's made. And it's fully black. Like it looks like the orb from the start of the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. It's like that kind of look and texture, and like you tap it on the desk and it's like a gavel.
Can I see? Could I use it
like
as
collecting rocks, Kudo?
It's a bludgeoning weapon.
Could I use it as an attachment to my shield? Can I get some resistance or a +1?
Fire resistance, yeah. You can definitely use it to like soak up stuff. Like if you were to eat it, it would probably soak up poison. It's that high level of carbon.
It's like a bonus.
Yeah, it's a bad attempt. It might well be a first attempt, but it's definitely a bad first attempt. And after a few minutes, her and Jericho come out. Jericho's got like a small tray of glasses and like a big decanter of water. He places it down, and he's everything does is a little bit fussy. Like he twists the water pitcher around so the handle's facing towards you two, like in between the two of you, and then he like reevaluates and points it slightly more towards Azalea because like politeness, she's a lady. Riptide comes out and she's holding like a tray, it looks like, of like warm flatbread, like not a lot of flatbread, what's it called, like you know, the tear and share bread. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh,
It's that, and she puts it down and she goes, "Oh, hi guys, you can be my first victims. I mean, my little guinea pigs for my first attempt at this focaccia."
What?
Focaccia? Isn't that what you call it? Yeah.
Hi, Riptide.
Oh, yeah, it's nice to see you, Azalea. Actually, this was made with you in mind. It's your friend Laffy. She made those nice biscuits, and I thought, you know what? Yeah, I want to make sure I'm, you know, I'm bringing everything to the table that I can. And so I thought I'll try my dab hand at baking. She doesn't have proficiency, so she's just gonna roll a flat wisdom.
Remind me if I'm wrong, but focaccia isn't a flat bread.
Is it not? It's like that bubbly
No,
bread.
it's a little bit leavened.
Yeah, it's like a
Yes.
flat bread that isn't, but it's very oxygenated, got big bubbles in it. Yeah, it's often got like herbs and oil and stuff on it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that's what it is.
relatively small to a bread, but it's not flat bread because flat bread is like a centimeter. A focaccia is more like 3-4 centimeters maybe.
Yeah, it's like tear and share garlic bread kind of thing. I will say, it's not great. Like the
Oh, I
textures
had- I
of
had one
it's
of
like
those
not properly
cookies.
cooked.
If you wanted
Can
it.
I secretly use prestidigitation to make it better?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the taste that's bad. The textures are. It's not terrible, but it's like you would be annoyed if you got served this at a restaurant.
Yes, but I could enhance it.
Yeah. And she stood there, and like you spent a bit of time with her, and she's very cool, calm, and collected. Like nothing really seems to phase her. Like even when something unexpected happens, she's one of those people who kind of radiates calm, and like she only takes half of a second, and then any decision she makes is like seems to be the right one. She's really chilled out, and she kind of radiates this calm. This is the first time you've seen her anxious. She's kind of like worrying her hands a little bit, and she's got like flour and not batter, dough on her hands that she's trying to like rub off, and she's like really anxiously watching you eat it. Like so, any notes? That's the first time I made it.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Are you deceiving her?
yeah.
I mean, it's not. Yeah. Can you roll a deception check, please?
1 second.
Oof. What
Nice.
is her passive insight? Passive insight is not great. It's 12. Let's see. 11. Yeah. So she like breathes out this huge sigh of relief. She's like, "Oh, I'm so glad. You know, when your pal came around with those biscuits, I was really, you know, I needed to try my hand at it. And then when she comes around again, I'm gonna make her some little tarts. You know, like a little meringue tart." With lemon curd in it, because I thought, you know, that'd be a nice thing to do. Say thank you. But yeah, it's great to see you guys. But kudo, mate, you look like you've been absolutely fucking run over.
Yes, I kind of was.
Oh, what happened? I thought you were.
Absolutely fucking run over.
I thought you were pretty dab-handed with that sword of yours. Are you?
Yeah.
Maybe you need a few pointers.
Apparently, the other guy was quite lucky and surprised me after a swing and a miss. He turned around and got me full front.
Oh, brittle. Fucking
Yes.
What about? Do you get him back?
In the end, yes, but I had to get a bit stitched together by Laffy, so that was not really
handy
great.
girl to have about biscuits and healing. Oh, what more could a man want?
Well, at this point, you're not asking about a man.
Oh, sorry. What more could a person want? But yeah. No. Oh, great. Well, who was it anyway? Anyone we know? It's been pretty rough out there on the streets, I hear.
It was a strange red dragon born.
Oh yeah. 'Cause I think Jericho was talking about these are those what was he saying? Yeah, chloride path.
Yeah, those. Yeah. One of those.
We got a letter from the Lifespring Age to see if we wanted to do something about it, but we don't really know what's going on. We didn't want to didn't want to stick our oar in. But it sounds like you've taken this bull by the horns.
It seems like there's a lot going on with it.
It's pretty busy here, isn't it? I knew life in the big city would be exciting, but it seems like new things popping up every day.
Yeah, but I think there's a bit of a mystery there that we're trying to get through and uncover.
Yeah. Riptide's gonna like grab a glass of water, pour it, and then come sit down right between the two of you and put her legs on the table, just chill out, thunk, feet on the table, wearing boots. Jericho's like actively like cringing when he sees this, and he's just going to turn around and walk back to his desk and get on with it. And she's sitting between the two of you, like just making herself comfortable, taking a big sip of water and like grabbing a bit of bread. He goes, she's eating it. She's I think. I don't know about this bread. I don't know. If you like it, then I suppose it's okay. But it's not what I thought it'd be like. Well, if you guys are going after these Dragonborn, and if you say they are pretty hardcore, if you want, these guys aren't really getting up to much. I could come along, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, get the girls back together, and you of course, Kudo.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, last time.
Kudo and the girls.
Yeah, Kudo and the gang. Yeah. Kudo and his harem almost. I don't know. But,
I don't know about that.
What?
Harem, no. Kudo and his. I don't know. I feel like
his platonic female friends.
Yeah. Kudo and his associates. No, not associates. I'm sure we'll think of something.
You're also missing Rusty, and I really
of course,
don't.
That weird little guy. Is he still with you?
Yes.
Oh, he's funny. Right, so yeah, I'll come along, see if I can lend a hand. Last time we fought, I think you said you got a bit better since then, but it was those werewolves, and I want to see if there are. I'm spoiling for a fight. I've been trapped up here, taken to bacon. The Timothy he suggested I clean up, so I punched him in the back of the head, pretty hard.
You're right, as you should.
Yeah. And then I used him to like clean some of the corners. I picked him up and like dusted. It was pretty funny. But yeah, so I don't think you're up for it tonight, mate. But what about tomorrow? Is that when you're going for it, or are you going to have a little bit of a breather?
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I think we'll be getting back on it.
Yeah. Well, these guys, I'm not really part of the hook, so I'm still an independent agent. Just a quick one though. You guys, you're not paying, are you?
I'm not even sure we're being paid, honestly.
Oh. Well, I suppose
we have been actually making quite a bit of money along the way.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, getting your fingers in all the different pies. But yeah, if there is payment, that'd be great. But I suppose for the greater good, get rid of this fighting on the streets. I suppose that'd be good. No more people getting knocked down like like Crime Mask here.
Like who?
Crime Mask, because of his eyes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I like it. Yeah.
I like coming up with little nicknames to people. So he's Crime Mask. And there's the wolf. I was debating calling her C-Dubs because it's cerulean wolf, but I don't know. I should take that. She's it doesn't strike me. She's got much of a sense of humor.
Sounds a bit like a rap name.
Yeah, C-Dubs. I like it. I need one for you, and for the other blonde girl, and for Laffy. But and the weird little guy, but he's just going to be a weird little guy.
He's a great little. He's the best one.
Yeah. He's got his.
Hard
Hopefully
agree.
he's better with. Hopefully he's got a bit better with that sword. But right, well, you guys feel free to stay the night. Then there's some spare rooms. I don't know when Cal's gonna be back. Him and Tim were gonna go out. There was some rumors that Weir was looking for a meetup, and I think that's where they've gone. Or see if they can arrange that. And then tomorrow we can meet up with your pals, and we can go and what's the word? Fuck shit up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Headbutt some pricks.
Absolutely. Frick shit up. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Well, I'm just going to go and turn the oven off. But yeah, there's we got this bread. We got some cheese. But yeah, we chill out. Jericho's a pretty good singer. He might put on a little show for us later, and we just chill out. Have a good night. Yeah.
Amazing. I think in the night, she's definitely eating most of the cheese and just politely picking at the bread.
Yeah. The cheese display is really cool. Oh, that cheese, that is bloody great. Could do a fondue with it, I suppose. And I was like, no. But Jericho gets up and, in his very formal way, kind of recites some old halfling poetry. And it's like he's quite good at it. Actually, he does a pretty well. I say that I haven't rolled, but I'm going to assume he does a pretty good job. And the night comes to a close. Lou, where is it you're sleeping?
I don't think Lou is going to be spending the entire night up and walking throughout the city. And I think at 2 a.m. she's going to disguise herself as Tabaxi and go to Wolf's apartment and try to sneak in using the skeleton key.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
So as a tabaxi, okay. 1 second. So as you're walking around the city, 1 second. I just need to roll because I've rolled now and something's come up. I'm getting DMs and all sorts. Right, 1 second. Can someone roll me a D8 plus a D12, please? Whilst I sort this out.
D8 and D12?
A D8 and a D12.
Yeah, he's already done it.
I did it, bitch.
Oh boy.
6 and 8.
Okay, 6 and 8. So that is a 14.
Damn it, it
My
could have been
maths
6 and 9.
Is good.
No,
14. Okay, so this is good. So as you're walking through the street, it's very late at night. There's not many people in the street, and those that are a little bit inebriated, those people going home from the pub. What's your passive perception, Lee?
15.
15. Okay. As you're walking through, the occasional person walks along. Someone bumps into you. And a couple of minutes later, you put your hand down and you realise your coin purse has been snatched.
Oh, damn it! I'm going back to
So you turn round. It's not like, I'll say minutes later, like maybe 30-40 seconds later, you realise that this person who's bumped into you has lifted your coin purse. You turn around and you see there's this hooded figure turning around at the end of the street, turns around, and there's this ghastly white face, completely featureless white face that's staring at you, down the end of the street. These deep dark eyes, and with just a little twinkle between each one, but this completely featureless white face staring back at you.
Do I know what changelings are?
No, they don't exist in this world. You have seen.
Did we meet some?
You met some doppelgangers.
Oh, they were doppel.
Doppelgangers.
Yeah, and I do know that there's a guard here that is possibly a doppelganger.
So this is weird. So
right?
Can you make a history check?
Yes. Nope.
I'm gonna give you, because it's only been in the last 3 weeks. I'll give you advantage.
Thank God.
That one is painful. 60.
Yeah.
So on your first day when you met this group, you headed out of this town and you went through a really rough part of the city, and you were being watched on your way out by these hooded figures, all of them wearing these doll masks, these identical doll masks. You couldn't tell how many people there were because you only ever saw like 1 or 2 of them at a time, and you knew they were moving around, and it was very hard for you to get like a count because they all wore exactly the same things. This is one of those people. This is a member of the Doll Faces, a group of thieves, criminals. That they kind of an independent outfit. They're nothing to do with the Black Rock Tally. Don't get involved in like high stakes stuff, like political stuff. They literally are just a group of like organized thieves.
Yeah, I'm going after him.
Okay, this person sees you notice them. You don't know what this creature is. You don't know if it's human. All you know, it's a medium-sized creature with a hood up and like a white doll mask on the face, but it's like from the distance it's completely white and features like a porcelain mask. They see you come after them and are gonna absolutely cheese it. Let me just roll. Can you make an athletics check? You're a rogue, so I can't give you advantage because they're also a rogue and they're going to be shifting it. So let's do contested athletics checks. I'm going to give this person a +3. Okay, so 11. This person.
I'm going to use the hero points.
Okay. Oh right. Okay. So you start catching up with this person. You're getting through those today. I think that's 2 you use a session, isn't it? Or 1. I can't. Someone else used 1 earlier. I love it when people use these things. So you start chasing this person down. You start catching up on them, and they turn around and they see you're you're almost right behind them. As they're running, you can see they are armed, but they aren't holding their weapons. They've got like a very short stiletto blade on their hips, and like on the back, like just above the smaller, just below the smaller back, they've got like 3 or 4 darts, like throwing star darts.
Yeah.
Okay. You are able to like catch up with them. We're going to do one more check to see if they can like disappear into the night. If this person tries to hide, they dash towards a group of people. So let's do their stealth against your perception. So these guys have +7 to stealth. So that's 21. Okay. So as you hit the crowd, you see the cloak fly into the air, and there's like this collision of people. And as they all getting up, you can't see anyone wearing this doll's mask. Everyone's just getting themselves up off the floor, looking around, see what hit them. They've like specifically caused some chaos for you to be lost. And everyone's like, people turning around, looking at you. You stood there like a little bit out of breath. People like picking themselves up off the floor, brushing themselves down, and they start to walk off. Or all these different people start to separate.
Yeah, and I don't have any clue where they might have either.
No, you don't. I mean, you could maybe try a investigation check, but it will be against that. Let's see if what will be their stealth. Okay, so it will only be against a 17. Oh,
No.
Another nat 1.
Would you, because I don't want to metagame this. Would you say that Lou would keep her gems and her coins in the same purse? And like
I would
the
say
same bag?
no, because like the gems are quite big. Like a coin purse, you wouldn't really have more than say like 20-25 gold in a coin purse, especially one on your hip. Like you might have that in like a bag or a secure area. You wouldn't have it. Like Lou's a thief, right? Lou knows how these things work. You're not going to say you've lost all your money. That's idiotic and like reductive. But like, how much gold do you have?
I have 276 gold, 102 silver, and 4.
So you lose 18% of your gold.
18%. Okay, let's take my calculator out. Only gold or also silver and?
So 18% of your total holdings.
Okay. I don't know how to calculate this. Like point. I don't know.
How much? Say 270 what?
Wait, I'll write it down.
Take the amount of money you have times 0.1882.
1.8.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
No,
0.82. Sorry,
yeah. Because the 0.18 is the amount you lose.
Did you do it?
Oh, it's so awkward.
You said it, James.
Yeah, I know. I didn't realise you had like. Okay, let's just take 30. 36 gold off you. That's the easiest way to do it.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you've done well out of that because I can't be asked for it out 3 times. But yeah, you lose 36 gold. Like your entire your immediate like pocket money is gone.
Yeah, Lou is in a very bad mood. Like everyone can see that she's in a horrible mood now.
She's
like
still
the kind of
tabaxi, scowling. You know, hackles are up.
yeah,
teeth bared.
claws out.
And you head to Wolf's apartment. Are you doing this quietly, or are you doing this? Okay.
Well, I'm trying to appear casual, and I think it was mentioned that Wolf lives. So
she lives on like the first floor, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's,
so
I
she
don't think it's
doesn't-
the first floor. I think it's her. Oh, I picked.
Well, so it's ground floor,
Yeah,
first floor.
Oh,
I mean, it could be wherever you want.
I pictured like second, but that's
second. Okay. Awkward.
Yeah, so not
Um,
necessarily stealthy, but like trying to appear like casual.
Okay.
yeah.
So
You're
you,
unlocking my.
yes, you're unlocking the door with a skeleton key in the middle of the night.
Rusty's on guard, it's fine.
Yeah, Rusty's on guard. Yeah, so I will need you to roll a stealth check against his perception, which is only 11.
Does he have night vision?
Cobalt.
He don't know, but yes, he does.
Okay.
Okay, so you let yourself in. You are a ghost in the night. You silently open this door with the skeleton key, close it imperceptibly behind you. You sneak in, and asleep on the sofa, like the pudgy little angel he is Rusty. Just flat out. He's fully asleep, but he's not wearing his armor, but he is holding his sword like in one hand.
Okay. Haven't slept here before. Do I know where Wolf would keep her bag of holding?
In her
Wolf, where would you
room.
keep your bag holding?
I mean, probably next to her bed.
or at least near your clothes, which is presumably in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to get to the bag of holding.
Her door is locked. Her door is locked too.
Oh, double
So you're
locked.
looking.
Not...
Wolf locks
You
her
lock your
door.
own room in your
Okay.
own house.
You don't want
You've
Rusty
moved-
walking in.
You've met, hey, Lou, you've met Wolf, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Okay. That took me back as well. Okay, that's fine. So can we have a thieves tool check, please?
Yes, that's sleight of hand.
If you've got
Are you
expertise, in it.
proficient or expertise?
No, I
Do you
don't
have
have expertise.
So
I
it's
have
just-
What time of
proficiency.
night is this, by the way?
This
But
is like
I
2 in the
do
morning.
I do have expertise with sleight of hand.
So it would just be so whatever your just add your
Proficiency
so
to Dex. Yeah. So
yeah.
maybe.
So I assume it's gonna be
acrobatics or
plus
something.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what's your dexterity? Oh, wow.
My dex is 18. Am
Yeah,
I?
so it'd be a plus 7. So it'd be 1 left.
I don't think it should be plus 8.
Should be plus 7.
If your Dex is 18.
Well, it's 25 anyway.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, you still do it. I don't think either of you have passive perception that can beat a 25.
No.
So you open. Oh no, it's not even passive perception. So you open the door. Sorry, that wasn't a stealth. Now can we have another stealth check as for you to get in and steal this, or
What do
get to the bag of holding? And this
Yeah.
will be against the passive perceptions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are in. You get the bag of holding. What is it you want out of it?
Yeah, what do you look for?
No, I want to open the bag of holding, and wrapped in a piece of cloth is the tome. And between the cloth and the tome itself is a piece of paper that's folded. So I'm gonna put that into the bag of holding,
Sorry,
and
can
then
you
to sneak
I'll
out.
add it to
So
Yeah,
you're
and
putting
take that.
in the tome and this sheet of paper, whatever that is.
Yeah, so it's a tome and a sheet of paper that are bound together. So it's just one item.
Okay.
So is it like a spellbook skill? Or just a
It's
book?
just a tome. Don't worry about it.
I'm just so I know what to write down.
Basically a book.
Don't lose
A book
time.
with the
Oh,
paper
yeah.
notes
Sorry, yeah.
like tied to it.
Lose time plus paper.
Okay. And then I assume you're sneaking back out of the room and finding somewhere to sleep, or getting into
Yeah.
bed with them, slipping in
No.
between them. Okay, so you go back out the room, and you. One thing I will say, you notice, even though it's very dark, Wolf tosses and turns. You've seen this before. It's actually like a pained expression on her face when she's asleep. Like it's like always an active nightmare, like something she's physically reacting to in her sleep.
Yeah. I'll leave the room, and just before I leave the apartment itself, I'll leave a note on the table, and I'll get out.
Where is it you're sleeping? Just out of interest.
There's a nearby well.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We've established that you can sleep in that well, so I'm not going to question that. What's the note you leave?
Yeah, third time I think. Huh?
What's the note that you leave?
Lou, something came up sleeping in a well tonight.
Okay. Okay. So just before we end, because we've run a little bit longer than normal, I mentioned that Cerulean Wolf was having a bad night's sleep.
Mhm.
In your dreams tonight, you
Hold
are
on,
back.
write it up. Hold on. I'm writing stuff down. Okay, go. For
Oh, okay, sorry. In your dreams tonight, you are back at the foot of those mountains of the place that I last described you having a dream, which was 2 nights ago. Last night you also had a shit night's sleep, but this time it's a little bit more abstract.
There's like the claw sort of mountain.
The clawed mountains. It looks like a cat's paws rising up out of the ground and slashing down at the earth. There's these 3 peaks. As you're closer, that because of the kind of the perspective where you're at, it looks more now like 3 like obelisks pointing up to the sky. You're much closer, but you're still at the foot of these mountains, and kind of in the distance there's this fort. Behind you are these crackling, cracked bodies, and you see like a deathly white malachite hawk there. Lily stood there. She's deathly pale. Her eyes are grayed out, and she's just staring at the sky. She's got this super huge like wound just below her heart. You could, like, if you were to kneel down, you think you could see right through her. And like her face is. It's her, but like there's something wrong with her face. It's like blurred out, like almost like the bottom half of her face is blurred out, like it's it's like not safe for TV, or not safe for work, and it's blurred out. You turn around to look back at these mountains, and the figure of Malachite Hawk is gone, but there is this fort in the distance, and this fort is being besieged by this advancing army. All of them are holding these shields with this bright sunlight, like the army of Pelor kind of style, and these clerics and paladins are attacking the walls, but they're just not getting anywhere, and they're being mown down left, right, and center. But right at the front of them is this large woman, and as she turns around, she's got green in her hair. You see it's Swan, and she's so much younger. She looks so invigorated and fresh, and just like it's hundreds of years ago. She's going to be much younger, and there's no worry lines around her face. And she's stood there in this armor, and she's smashing at this arcane shield that's wrapping around this fort. She's bashing at it with this mace that she's got. She throws the mace aside, and she draws this crystal blade, which you've seen before, and she plunges at it into this arcane protection, and it goes through, and she starts dragging it down with all of her might. This cut that seems to be digging into it, and on her left is this woman that clearly her sister, but instead of having these green flecks in her hair, has this bright red, like flaming red hair, and the pair of them are laughing as both of these swords are digging into this huge arcane gate. And then one of the many figures that stood on the walls swoops down. It's this kind of like ethereal, almost like an angel swooping down from the turrets of this place. It lands on the floor and does like a superhero landing, places its hand on the floor, and suddenly you're much closer. You're right behind these 2 women as this creature touching the floor. As soon as it lands, this head erupts, this absolutely huge gargantuan head that blocks out the sun, erupts out of the ground. It's massive. It's one of the biggest creatures you've ever saw. It's this shadow the size of a mountain that just plunges down a fist, and it knocks Swan and this redhead sister of her for 6. The redheaded sister, as soon as it's touched, her eyes roll back in her head, her jaw falls slack, and she just drops down dead, and Swan's there screaming in rage as this creature, just with as soon as its shadow touches anyone, they just fall down dead. As this creature's being controlled by the Lich, it's being driven forward, and the army has to fall back. And you see all these people that you know, all these faces of friends that you remember, or like you recognise them, and all of them are dear to you, but all of them are being cut down by this shadow. And it's just horrendous. But there's this bright, shining light walking up behind you. This glowing like a furnace, like a bright white furnace that's striding up behind you, that shines a light towards this creature that actually makes it stagger and fall back, and the shadow is evaporated. This darkness is alleviated, leaving only the Lich there facing what remains of this entire army. And this bright light is emanating from this soft elven hand that you see that's clad in this thick, almost crystalline armor. And as soon as you see it, the terror from the dream is alleviated, and you are hopeful. But then the dream ends, and we will pick up again next week.